stuff I've been doing for years and how they the babies that are on the dark side. And how they take the blood of the babies and grind them up in a matzo ball. And Jacob showed that night. Use the blood with the matzo, Passover bread. Yes, we're revealing all that though. Right. Really showing out there. You need a Chico stick and bring your vision back.
We are live while you cracking on me.
Jones. Shabbat shalom, y'all. Shabbat shalom to the worldwide family. Peaceful Sabbath, y'all. As we get about our Abba's business, y'all, we ain't gonna belabor the fact. We're gonna get right to it, get this prayer on. We'll get this class going.
Get those other ones.
Yes, sir.
All right, family. We're going to get this opening prayer. And it is with the Most High's permission.
Yes, sir.
And it's in the name of his only begotten and beloved Son.
We ain't got none of our mics to do. Go ahead. Zeb will get them after the prayer. Go ahead.
Our Lord and Savior, and he's our Redeemer. Yahushua HaMashiach. But we know him as Jesus the Christ, family. Long live the King.
Long live the King.
Reading in the book of Psalms, in the 21st chapter.
Read.
It reads.
Yes, sir.
The king shall joy in thy strength, O Yahweh, yes. And in thy salvation, how greatly shall he rejoice. Thou hast given him his heart's desire, yes. And hast not withholden the request of his lips.
Yes, sir.
Selah.
Selah.
For thou preventest him with the blessings of goodness.
Yes, sir.
Thou settest a crown of pure gold on his head.
Yes, sir.
He asked life of thee,
yes.
And thou gavest it him.
Yes.
Even length of days forever and ever.
Yes, sir.
His glory is great in thy salvation.
Read.
Honor and majesty,
yes, sir.
Hast thou laid upon him.
Yes, sir.
For thou hast made him most blessed forever.
Yes.
Thou hast made him exceeding glad with thy countenance.
Yes, sir.
For the king trusteth in Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
And through the mercy of the Most High, he shall not be moved.
Thank you.
Thine hand shall find out all thine enemies. Thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee.
Yes, sir.
Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger.
Yes.
Yahweh shall swallow them up in his wrath.
Yes, sir.
And the fire shall devour them.
Yes.
Their fruit shalt thou destroy from the earth,
yes.
And their seed from among the children of men.
Yes.
For they intended evil against thee.
Yes, sir.
They imagined a mischievous device,
yes.
Which they are not able to perform.
Yes.
Therefore shalt thou make them turn their back, when thou shalt make ready thine arrows upon the strings against the face of them.
Yes, sir.
Be thou exalted, Yahweh,
yes, sir.
In thine own strength, so we will sing, yes. And pray, yes. Thy power. Hallelujah! Selah!
Yes, sir. Yes, once again, Shabbat Shalom to the worldwide family. I want to say all praises and power to the Most High and only begotten. We got family in from Chicago, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Got family in the building, y'all. Come to worship with the family, y'all. This Sabbath weekend.
Shouts out to Chicago fam back there.
Yes, sir.
Also, y'all know how we do. We give our shouts out to our sick and shut in. Just want to send shouts out to our brother and uncle, our friend, Brother Agda in the homeland, as well as Emo Yisraela, Emo Naomiah. Also to Uriah and Sister Hananiah.
Yes, sir.
I hope y'all doing well as today is their anniversary.
Yes, sir. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Uriah and Sister Hananiah. Also, Elisha, how baby sister doing?
She's doing good.
Yes, sir. And Ariel, how is Sister Coleman doing? Go ahead, Elisha. Yes, sir.
All praise to Elohim. She's doing well, progressing more and more.
Yes, sir. That's wonderful. What about Coleman out there, Ariel?
Yeah, man, I just wanted to thank all the family for the prayers, man. My daughter had a serious surgery this past week, but the doctor laid his hands on her and the Most High blessed him.
Yes, sir.
She came home and, the first couple of days was kind of rough, but she's feeling a whole lot better. She's going to be down for a minute, but,
Yeah.
my baby at the house, you dig?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, man, you guys, thanks, man, and I really appreciate it, and the love is just tremendous, man. You can't even make it up, bro.
Absolutely. Yo, shouts out as always to all of our supporters of the ministry and the radio station. Y'all, we thank y'all so much. Y'all. And like I say, before we get going, Chicago, y'all got anything on your mind, hearts and soul? Anything y'all need to mention? And look, remember this class, so it's always y'all stop, don't let nothing fly over. Because I don't want you on the road going back and say, man, why did we didn't ask that? Ask anything, y'all.
Right.
Good. Yeah.
Also, I would just like to say, before we get started, brethren, the way we do it in our household, we ask that the brothers remove their headgear while praying or prophesying in the assembly, and sisters cover their heads according to 1 Corinthians 11.
Yes, sir. Also, one of my partners, man, I used to work with about 30 years ago.
Yes, sir.
Moved back to St. Louis, and I told him to tune in. Check us out. His name Tony Striblin, man. Actually, he's Zebediah's cousin. I didn't know that when I was working with him, but then I found out.
Yes, sir. Small world, ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, small city.
Yes.
St. Louis.
Yes, sir.
We found out because he started working with his brother.
Yeah.
When
And I went up to his job and I was like, what did you
Right.
Yeah, that's Tony. But I was working with Tony at Continental Cable. Didn't even know it.
Wow. Good you didn't say nothing about his mom. Yeah.
There's been some problems.
So y'all, before we get going, got any questions or concerns? What you got over Sister Karen?
In your prayers,
No doubt.
and also Todd Shepherd, and also his other relative named Todd Barnett, and a gentleman I met at the library a couple months ago named Rashad, who just got out of prison and
Okay.
homeless.
Rashad a little homeless right now, just getting out.
Well, he just got a job and
Oh, that's a good thing.
he's still looking for a place, but I still been telling him about the things of the Most High God.
Yeah.
And telling him about the fellowship here.
Absolutely.
He got a job. He can find a spot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got anything else too about what you got out there?
I think she had.
Shalom, Sister Huvia.
Asked, let's see, put up on the screen here. She says, okay, what happens to farmers who have pigs on their farms and not obeying no court?
What happened now?
What happens to farmers
Right.
who have pigs on their farms and not obeying no court?
They look, so we get a clear understanding. After the animals were created, it said, and the evening and the morning were whatever day it was, and what was the words behind that?
It was
It
good.
was good. So that's letting us know swine was created for a good purpose. The bad purpose of it was, it said it is not to be consumed for food. Once you take that off the table, everything else that is used for is good. It just cannot be used to be consumed for food. That's the illegal aspect of the swine.
Right.
But you can make shoes out of it. You can make a coat out of it. You just cannot football. Because you would have to explain why is badger skin covering the Ark of the Covenant, and it's from the weasel family. So weasel families are not to be touched. If you're saying it's not to eat, but badger skin was waterproof. And also when you get into Ezekiel 16 chapter, you'll see that he shod us in badger skin sandals. They were like the Timberlands of the day. So it's not illegal to use it for something else. Once you put it in your mouth, you cross the line. So we hope that got some understanding.
Also, to keep you all in prayer, because the closer we get.
Thank you, sister. We sure need it because the devil attacking.
Yes.
Boy, like he ain't got nobody else left to attack.
Right. He doesn't want the truth to be revealed.
Absolutely.
Things are getting worse for the ones that he can't have.
Time is getting short. So y'all, today's lesson, the spiritual foes of our household. So we understand the fleshly foes of our household because we talk about them every day. Our uncles, our mothers, our aunties won't hear the word. That's inside of our physical flesh born of the same mother and father, so to speak. But our spiritual household, with the three that bear record, that will be a household again because it has to be repaired what happened with Adam and Eve. So that spiritual household will then blend with the earthly household and become one household. Because at the end of Revelation, he say, the Father and the Lamb are the temple of it, and he's going to dwell with man. So that's going to come back together, and we'll get our spiritual household together. But if we keep looking at it, the flesh, we're going to try to make the outcome flesh. And it's not going to work because this dying flesh has to change from corruptible back to incorruptible. So, y'all, how we going to do this? We're going to start it, our household being interrupted, our foes battling the same household from the spiritual realm in the heavens. We're going to bring it down to Adam. We're going to close that one out with Noah. Then we're going to pick it back up with Abraham. And we're going to see the household was contained, or who the gifts of all the people on earth, who the promises go through, y'all, because that's what it come down to. The promises was handed out at the war in heaven, not on earth. This ain't got nothing to do with earth. What happened on earth with the Garden of Eden started in the heavens. That war started there, so that's where that war has to be finished at and completed for it to settle back down in the earth and we live in righteousness. We cannot do it if we don't get the hierarchy family back in the position it was, because it started there. Before Adam and Eve them sinned, there was casting out of the spiritual house.
Yeah, that was a war.
Of family members. See, all the angels were family members. Lucifer was never created to be evil. Never put in his mind to be evil. He was a son of the Most High. He was not the only or the favorite son, but he was a son just like Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. He was an anointed cherubim, part of the family. And he got beside himself and he went against his parents. Cursed be the man that causes or threatens death to his parents. And that's what Lucifer did. He threatened death to the Almighty. And he got a gang of his brethren to ride with him. Mirror image just like in the wilderness. Aaron and Moses. And then you got Korah and Dathan now. Same household, but one trying to overthrow the other one that allowed them to escape and be in good shape. Once they got on the other side, they're like, oh, we're going to take the house from our brother. Take over the house, so to speak. You know, you come to somebody's house and they say, damn, mama, who they keep knocking on the door? Oh, baby, I'm sorry, that's our company. Well, tell them don't be knocking so damn hard. And then they go back in their room. What your company gonna be saying, man, you let your children run over you like this?
There's gonna be some other knocking hard.
Oh, boy, look here. A different kind of knocking hard, I said. So, y'all, we want to get that understanding all the way down to the household of the earthly blessing that was spiritual. It was just given out on earth, and the players in the game concerning this. And y'all, when we break this down, you're going to see that this involves the three boys that got off the ark setting the landmass, and the sons of Abraham who the promise was given to, moving in and out of that landmass. They are not the original inhabitants of that landmass, and we're going to get into all of that. They're just moving in those landmass and conquering, taking land as it was prophesied. And that's how we're going to know who these nations are and who they are today, is through prophecy. It ain't going to go through no quick YouTube video. It ain't going to go through what I think, or they went up into the Canaanites, they should be black. Well, if Esau was born red and hairy, he can't be miscegenated out through marrying a Canaanite, or he be gone. Then he can't fulfill the book of Obadiah. Right. Unless you say another nation have taken him over. Likewise, if our seed only came through the man, Israel would be wiped out through miscegenation. Because all they got to do is kill us. Right. Rape all the women. What a nation that then. Right. But the power is in the seed. The promise is in the seed to both male and female of Israel. So no matter who we mate with, we have the blood covenant, and it cannot be miscegenated out. Neither can Esau be miscegenated out. He can only be miscegenated out by us. It's us. We're like premium gas. If you're just looking at it like this, Esau is 89 and the rest of the Gentiles are 87 grade. Y'all understand it from that perspective? So that's how it's going down with these promises. But regular grade is trying to jump up to premium and ain't got the right octane. Esau 89 is trying to jump up past premium. They want 96%. They say we can do 100 with false doctrine. But as we get into this, y'all going to understand it perfectly. And then we ain't going to have to fight with all the AI and the chat GPT, which we got to be careful of, because we're starting to call chat GPT the most high. And I'm not saying that we're doing it right open. It's how, when you say it to somebody else, man, I typed in on chat GPT, who is this? And it came back with this answer. So now we have to be careful that we're not leaving all the biblical study to chat GPT. Right. We got to make sure chat GPT ain't coming from a Christianity standpoint, right, or a Hebrew Christianity standpoint, because they're still the same. They're both the same. The only difference, one just know they Israel, the other one don't. Right.
Which one knows Israel?
The Hebrew Christianity. That's all they know is their identity. So knowing I'm an Israelite becomes their doctrine. Right. So the gospel is knowing you're an Israelite, and that's not in the Bible. Right. Israelites have to spread the gospel, right, which includes them as the spreader. Right. Nothing more, nothing less, and a bigger responsibility than all the other nations on earth, because you are rocking with that royalty, and you can't treat it like it's bootleg or liquor store jewelry.
Wow.
So y'all, if we ain't got no more questions, we're going to go ahead and get started. And before we get started, y'all, since we're dealing with a spiritual foe and the household, we're going to give all three of these definitions. We need spiritual, we need the definition of foe, and household. And because it comes down to who gets Zion. And that's what it's going to come down to, y'all. This war in heaven is about who gets, or who is the inheritor of Zion. And we're going to see everything in the promises, all the fighting, all the warring is about who controls the land of Canaan. Because if you control that, you control the world. Whether through a wicked standpoint or whatever it may be. But nobody got control of Canaan until we lost our mind and got threw out of the house. We're doing things in the house we shouldn't have been. Like now you go down south and you ain't married, but you got your girlfriend with you, and you say, hey, big mama, where our room at? She said, your room is the couch. Her room is over there. Y'all ain't got married yet. Hey, no, big mama. Well, your room is over there. You can't bring that in our house. King Solomon let his wives bring that into the house. High places. Who in there, mom and daddy? Somebody in there doing married stuff they ain't supposed to be. Throw them out of the house. Well, y'all, we're going to get it. So let's get this going, y'all. We're going to start this off in the heavens after Zeb give us those definitions.
Spiritual.
Yes, sir.
Of relating to, consisting of, or affecting a spirit incorporeal. or relating to sacred matters.
Yeah, according to sacred matters. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastical rather than lay or temporal.
So y'all see it's above natural, because this is how the hierarchy works. We got supernatural, which is in the heavens, that's the Father, and the three direct. That's earthly dirt, that's Adam, and then on him, so he's preternatural. He's of natural origin, but he has a supernatural blessing on him. And then we just have natural, which is just the base of everything. So the scripture is broke down in like manner. So when you're reading, when you're doing prophecy, you have to always look for those three and how you point or see when this subject matter is pertaining to which one. All trees are not literal fruit trees. They're mentioned as men, so you have to know when they're doing that. Trees are mentioned as totem poles, so you have to know when it's talking about that or when it's an idol, and you have to apply accordingly. If you don't, you'll have on that hospital gown, and the back is open. Your backside is showing. And Satan wants to be the doctor, and his gown is open in the front. It's a problem, y'all, so let's get it going.
Too much. Too much.
Let's get some more, y'all.
Some more definition.
Okay. You say no more. Like, go ahead, y'all. But just hoping you understand how critical it is, because it's about understanding what spiritual fornication is breaks up the house. Let's get some more.
Some more spiritual is concerning with religious values.
Yeah.
Related or joined in spirit.
Yeah.
Of or relating to supernatural beings or phenomena.
Yes, sir.
Or relating to involving spiritualism or spirituality.
Yes, sir.
Foe. One who has personal enmity for another. Adversary, opponent, an enemy in war, one who opposes on principle.
Yeah.
Something prejudicial,
yeah,
or injurious.
A foe.
That's a foe.
Not throwing up the foe, but we're talking about a foe. When you see this foe, you know you are a part of this Melchizedek order, because we're talking about fourth tribe, the tribe that the king came out of. So when we thought the foe, we saying fourth tribe, Melchizedek, high priest, Yeshua. So we versus a foe on the other side, you know, that comes out of our household, y'all. But this gonna be explained to a point that where we can pass it on to another, because it's not surrounding all the nations. It comes down to the promised individual who were given the promise to take it into paradise. Every nation on earth was not given that opportunity, but it's certain groups surrounding the individual that got the promise before all the players in the game right now that's playing right now ever was thought of, and his name was Abraham. He also has a bosom called the bosom of Abraham. This is how powerful this promise is. But if you skip Abraham and leave him out of any of the blessings, you're missing everything. Abraham is the key to all this, because he's the friend of the Most High. Let's get it.
Where the covenant,
You want household?
Yeah, household. What you saying, Elijah?
where the earth covenant started with him.
Yes, sir.
Household, they got a noun and objective definition. The noun version is those who dwell under the same roof and compose a family, also a social unit composed of those living together in the same dwelling. The adjective, of or relating to a household, domestic, familiar or common.
Absolutely. So that's what the household is, y'all. It starts spiritual, and it moves down, and then it moved down to earthly with Abraham, and then to his two offspring, those two brothers, Isaac and Ishmael, and then it moved to the two brothers, Jacob and Esau, and then everything else presses into this kingdom. Ain't no more nations talked about as far as this blessing and the covenants is concerned. Now, there's some fighting, two other groups, or groups fighting, because they're saying, I'm truly the firstborn. All this breaks down to me because I'm truly the firstborn. based off of the law of the Most High. So we're going to get some understanding, y'all. We're going to see it, and we're going to see who the perpetrator is and who the identity thief is. Because, y'all, what we're going to go through is going to show, you know, like you got that real ID on your license. This is going to show today who got the real ID of the inheritance of that land.
Mine expired last week.
Because, well, you better get another one, Zed. You can't go home. I'm just messing with you.
I need the father.
Yes, sir. What we talking about, you got your real ID. And our real ID, y'all, is Deuteronomy 28.
There you go.
Yes.
That's our real ID, and it's the only thing we can prove based off of what happened, where it's happening, and what is going to happen in the future. All ties to one group of people. So we'll see, y'all. We get some understanding. We ain't going to be talk about it. We're going to be about it.
That's right.
Let's get started off. Who got Zion? Who got next, so to speak? The spiritual foes of our household. We're going to start in heaven. Revelation 12th chapter. And we're going to see how the war moved itself down to heaven. Down to earth, and who are still involved with the war. The two generals at hand. Y'all, once we start mixing things outside of this and we try to go back and add in an endless genealogy to this, people that don't exist. Things that are made up because we're trying to force the color of the skin of an individual on the ark. Mm-hmm. That forces you to put square pegs in round holes. You're going to run a forced doctrine. Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right, family. We're going to be reading in the book of Revelation, chapter 12. Start the reading in verse 1.
Yes, sir.
And it reads, "And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Yes, sir.
And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up unto Yahweh, and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of Yahweh, that they should feed her there 1,260 days."
So, a lot of people understand this, but when it gets down to this wilderness part, this is the part that everybody thinks there's a location we should run to for safety. It's not that at all, because then the wilderness in your mind will become your kingdom.
Right.
And that's what's happening now with all of these camps. They're running into the wilderness, and they're building a kingdom inside of captivity, and they have not resolved the one that needs to be moved out of the way. So all you did was just move from one location to the next location. Nothing wrong with that if your mind is on the aspect that we're still moving toward that original house.
Right.
This is just another temporary house. We just moved it from America to right here, and then we're going to move it to the main house when we get time. But if you move it over there and say, we're setting up, and you have no power, you're wasting your time, y'all. You just in the land. Because remember, Matthew 24 says, if you be in Judea, flee. Hold on, wait a minute. Not the word flee in Jerusalem when everybody's thinking you got to go back there to hide out till it's come. It's telling you if you there, you got to get running to the mountains. Like Zechariah speak of, that the mountains going to split open. And you run down there, matching up with Matthew 24. So let's get it, y'all.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
"And there was war in heaven."
What was there in heaven?
War in heaven.
Michael
and his angels fought against the dragon. And the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not.
What did they do?
They prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So they were threw out by the Ancient of Days, and it caused a lot of chaos on earth. Actually, it destroyed the planet. So real quick, if just hold on this, y'all. Just run me real quick, one of y'all, that Isaiah 51, 9 and 10. So we understand who was in control of the war and when he got threw out, y'all, because look, Earth is in outer space. Right. If you will happen to be standing on another planet, you look over there, Earth would be in outer space. So, you know, when we look at another planet or we look at the other ones, one was destroyed because of that war in heaven. It got that chaotic, y'all, and they had weapons of war. That's why it was so chaotic. And when they got down here to this earth, what do you think they had the instructions from to teach man how to build weapons of war? Right. You think that just popped up in their mind when they got down here on earth and say, oh, look, maybe if they bend that, they could stab somebody in the jaw with it. No, they knew what weapons to use. These weapons now are being used as we move back up into technology, as we get closer back to the war in heaven, because that's where it's returning to. That's where all the nations gonna point their nuclear warheads to. Right. Back to try to control the war in heaven, because you ain't controlling nothing if you don't get control up there. Exactly. So y'all, the whole thing is to make us feel like war, nations against nations, but it ain't gonna be no World War III on this planet. World War III will be the nations against Christ and the saints. That's right. That's gonna be the ultimate World War III, because it was the start of what we call World War I that we're reading about right now. This is World War I. That's why it's in Revelation, because we got to go all the way back to Revelation, to that super kingdom. It was not Grant's fault. It was just not little animals around, a few chewing on some hay. It was a super powerful kingdom that had streets of gold, just like it's mentioned in Revelation. That's what Adam was born into, and gave all that up. So now you have to go back from base one to say, okay, you don't like what you was handed, the silver spoon, so now you got to start like we do in poverty. You know how we compare them to being born with a silver spoon, and we have to start from the base, pull ourselves up, old pants, old shoes, no soles on, soles thin. Step on a quarter, you can tell what year it is. Like, I'm talking about thin soles. So we had to go from that back to soles that don't wear out.
That's right.
Yes,
as
sir.
it is in heaven, so on earth.
That's what we're talking about. Hit that Isaiah 51, 9 and 10, y'all.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 9.
What it say?
Awake, put on strength, O arm of the Elohim.
The what?
Arm of the Elohim. Awake as in the ancient days, in the generations of old. Art thou not that which that art thou not it that hath cut Rahab and wounded the dragon?
See, Rahab and wounded the dragon, and David speak of Rahab too. We're not talking about Rahab the harlot in Jericho. We're talking about the planet that was called Rahab, that was run by Satan. David will mention it in Psalm 89, Job will mention it, but this is what we're talking about, that war before Genesis 1 and 1 and 1 and 2. That war. Genesis 1 and 1 and 1 and 2 is the earth is coming out, having to be reconstructed because of that war. Yeah. It gets cleaned up and Adam get put in there. What you got over there, LC? What are you saying? Yeah, Enoch spoke about this, but Enoch just took it from ground zero all the way up. He just gave us a tour of coming through the heavens, y'all. And when we really look at this, and I speak as a man, but y'all do some research on this, all the multiple heavens that we keep reading about, are they just planets that have their own sun, moon, atmospheres? So Rahab is cut down, so all the atmosphere, everything about it was tore down, and that's where the dragon had his power, and it's talking about the same dragon Isaiah is in Revelations, y'all. So it's gonna tie itself in. I ain't gonna keep talking. Nerf will be saying I'm getting long-winded, but
When have you been
we're gonna
short?
tie it all in. Go ahead. Did you read verse 10 of that?
No, sir.
Okay.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
Art thou not it which hath dried the sea, the waters of the great deep, that hath made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over? You still want to go?
Yeah, you can hold up. Y'all read the rest of that in your own time. I'm just saying the war where it started. Every prophet keep going back to that. You have to understand. No prophet is going outside of Genesis and Revelation. They don't add nothing. They don't bring nothing to it. All of them fit in. They just getting different portions of it. So we get Jeremiah, then we attach Amos to it. It fits perfectly. And then we attach Joel to Amos, and the puzzle is fitting perfect because they won't change course. The Most High is not going to give him an instruction and give him an instruction, and they go two different ways.
Right.
And end up in two separate places. No, we got to end up back in one place. So how far are we on that Revelation 12?
We are at verse 10.
Yes, get it.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10.
What it say?
And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our Elohim and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren.
Who is he called?
He's the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our Elohim day and night.
So what do you think he's accusing us of? He's accusing the brother. What is he accusing us of?
Lawbreaking.
Of what?
Lawbreaking.
So he's not giving out free cases, so you can never break the commandment and lie and say the devil made me do it. The devil don't make you do nothing.
Right.
We just see here the devil is accusing. And he's saying, they broke your law like I did. I don't see them thrown out. That's the accusation. Law breaking. Because that's what he got through out for. Law breaking. If you make this anything other than the law and the high priest, you're going to miss this whole thing because that's what it's coming down to. Satan was a priest, a Melchizedek priest. He was not a high priest. Christ was always the high priest. He was a Melchizedek priest because Ezekiel tells us he had on the breastplate. It had the same rubies and diamonds and different stones that Aaron's breastplate had on. But that high priest got threw out. Aaron got threw out, didn't he? Mm-hmm. Aaron was told in Numbers 20 and 25, take them clothes off of him and put them on his son. Mm-hmm. Get out of the house. Go up there and die. He's not out spiritually, but he got threw out physically.
Right.
Him and Moses. And Moses went up after him. Both of them was told to go and die. Y'all now think about that. It's one thing somebody tell you, get out of here, but when they add on and go and die, how you do that?
Right.
Boy, that's the part. And you got to keep going and do it.
Right, just keep looking back.
Go there, yeah, keep looking back. Yes, sir. Finish that out, bro.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb.
How were they overcoming?
By the blood of the Lamb.
Uh-huh.
And by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
So who gonna rejoice?
The heavens.
Yeah.
And ye that dwell in them.
Uh-huh.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent.
So you see how he's jumping through generations. You know, he's jumping to the book of Daniel. He's jumping through to times and a half. He's already got the 12 tribes of Israel. He started with Eve, and then all in this same paragraph, he's then moved up to Mary, who's going to bear the man-child. Y'all understand? It wasn't Eve, it happened to be Mary. So you understand, because Eve blew it. She thought it was going to come to her, but no, plan B say it's going to be all the way down the line. So y'all, when we understanding the things from this perspective, say he had great wrath, know he got a short time. Mm-hmm. And the 2 wings, so that's why we have to be careful with things like different things like pork or something like that. Can you wear pig shoes or anything? What wings are this that's got the woman flying? Huh? What kind of bird is this? Ain't that a eagle's wings? Huh? 2 wings of a great eagle. So that's why we have to be careful. We just don't take everything literal because we see it, because an eagle is in the same family of a vulture.
Right.
So you're saying a vulture gonna take you to safety? If you keep having your mind on certain things when you're trying to dominate out one creation of the Most High and don't understand, and the evening and the morning were that day and it was good.
Right.
There was a good side. Pork not only took care of all your trash, it's just like catfish to take care of all the trash in the ocean. It's a good thing that you have somewhere to put your trash. Because if you don't, you're going to become a hoard and trash going to be all in your house. How you going to invite your house? Come on over here. We going to cook for everybody, and the cat on the counter as well as dishes ain't been washed in 2 years.
Like Europe in the Dark Ages.
Boy, look here.
The cat was washing the
Dishes, boy, look at Go ahead, bro. Yeah, licking the plates, yeah.
Verse 15.
Yeah.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
So we understand the whore that sitteth upon many waters. That's the flood. It's the doctrine that's going out, that's gathering up everybody with multiple doctrines.
Right.
That's what Satan don't care about what you do. The Antichrist don't care. He like, I don't care who y'all believe in, as long as y'all come and bow to me.
Right.
You can believe in a horse, a dog.
Yeah, as long as y'all ain't listening to that truth.
As long as y'all ain't listening to that truth. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
Because y'all gonna end up bowing to me anyway. It's like this, y'all. It's the flip side of this. The Father says, all y'all talking about other gods, that's why we don't even have to pay those gods no attention. You know why? Because all those gods have a name and how they got started. Our power, there's no beginning of days, nor end of life. There ain't nobody could point, and you can point to his creation.
Right.
But if you choose a God that was created by the Creator, you ain't got no God. And they'll name him. Yeah, our God is the moon God, created by the Father. Egyptology, our God is the sun God, created by the Father.
Yeah.
You ain't got no God.
But then, even they say that, I heard someone say that they said that their God was Lucifer.
Well, he still got instructions. He
He
still was a creation.
He got it okay.
He still got the power over the top of him.
Thank you.
No matter how much power he have down here, what rewards he give out, he has a power over them that he can't supersede, like when he went after Job. That power that was above him say, I'll give you a little space to deal with it. Don't go past that.
That's it. Yeah.
Bottom line is, time is measured by our Messiah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ain't it like?
So, like I told a Muslim, if your God was God, when your God be the measure of time,
Come on.
I said, but he's not. Our Messiah is.
I was always.
So why are you believing in something that don't even exist? He don't even control time. Take our Messiah out of time. What day are we in?
What day are we in, Elisha?
Confusion.
Yeah, boy, that's what time we in, ain't it?
Yeah.
Because how Egyptology gonna prove how long the pyramids be there when they say 3,500 BC?
Right.
So what you counting from, the Messiah?
Right.
Or you count from Horus? How about 3,500 Horus?
Uh-oh.
Let's count from that if
They
it's
don't have
possible.
that time. They don't have
No
that.
such thing?
They don't have it.
Now then you're just a whore.
Boy, look here, that's it, Elisha.
In the
Let's
race,
get some more.
The book of Revelation chapter 12 and verse 16.
Yeah.
And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth, and swallowed up the flood which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
With the who?
With the remnant of her seed.
And you're going to always see this word with the redemption and paradise coming back complete. It only needs a remnant.
That's right.
It only needed Adam and Eve after the war in heaven. It only needed Noah, his wife, and his sons and their wife after that. You don't need a whole gang of nothing. Why would the power need a gang?
Right.
It's shameful to see 25 purple boys out there at the Quick Trip. When 7 Hills is right there, and you could split them 25 or 26 up by 2, you could take that whole neighborhood going door to door and 2 gonna scare off 1,000.
Right.
You think I got these numbers down here cursing out people coming into the service station? You can't give out nothing and then hand out for pamphlets. That ain't what an evangelist is supposed to do. He ain't never told us go on the corner and stand with gangs. He said go door to door, go to establishments. Just 2 of y'all. If Moses and Aaron took on Pharaoh, who was at the level of Trump,
And his whole kingdom.
and the 2 witnesses gonna take on the Antichrist
And his whole system.
and his whole system. What is a gang doing out there? See, and this is how powerful 2 is, and they go against, they think numbers mean anything.
Right.
2 old ladies with Jehovah's Witness pamphlets, and it could be a gang of gang members on the porch with their choppers out there. They'll see them 2 old ladies coming, and they will flee on the inside. It's not so much of what they scared. They think they're coming with the word of God. It's time to flee.
Because the demons flee.
The demons is fleeing. It's got them killed. They run from 2 old ladies, and this is now you got 2 old ladies don't even understand who they are and chasing religion, and you got a gang of Israelites down here on the corner, and they put their life on the line like soldiers.
But it's just the appearance of righteousness that makes darkness flee.
Right.
Yo, that's all we talking about, y'all. This thing ain't never been about large numbers.
Right.
It's about small numbers that turn into large numbers. Like the souls under the altar. You got 144,000, you got Revelation 79 and 2 Ezra 3. And I saw another number, which no man could number.
Right.
That's beside the 144. Of all nations, kindreds, and tongues. Already got their white robes.
Uh-oh.
Can't put them out, can we? Let's get some more.
Verse 17 from
Yeah.
the top. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
With the remnant of her sons.
With the remnant of her seed.
His seed, male and female.
Yes.
Go ahead. Because we started off verse 1, didn't we?
Yeah. Which keep the commandments of Yahweh, and have the testimony of Yahweh Mashiach.
That's who he came to make war with.
Yep.
Those that have the commandments and believe in the Messiah. Everybody else he ain't even worried about. That's 2/3 work.
Yeah.
He's not worried about Pharisee work. It's already done. Messiah said it's leavening. Except your righteousness exceed that, you have no part in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, we seeing where it's in the hierarchy level, and they're looking at it from, this revelation is showing the beginning of that war and the ending of it in the same chapter. Now we have to go through the Bible and pick up everything that starts in chapter 12, verse 1, and ends in chapter 12, verse 17. All of it's going to fit right in there like it's supposed to. And you're going to see the war. You're going to see Satan's counterfeit church. And when we get down to the 2 brothers, who it ends with, who the battle is, who Isaac transferred the covenant to, y'all, is where the battle of the ending of the war is at. Who got the covenant to take it the rest of the way in? Because it's just them 12 boys of Jacob, them 12 boys of Ishmael, and them 12 boys of Esau. Ain't nothing else in the New Testament surrounding anybody else or anything else, because it's dealing with the covenant of Abraham. Now this counterfeit that started their own covenant of Abraham, called the Abrahamic Accord. Outside the Bible in the Kabbalah and Talmud, the counterfeit. Israel get their covenants from the Lord. Out of the Bible, Noah passed them on to all 3 of them sons. They got off the ark. But a counterfeit was set up. Judaism is a counterfeit religion versus the gospel. The gospel was given in this same Genesis. You just may not understand it as being the gospel. It has always been talking about Christ taking it back and fixing what Adam messed up. That's always been the good news.
Yes, sir.
It just happened to start way back in the garden. So you got 2 brothers right here, Esau and Jacob, and we're going to get to them. Jacob claiming I got the birthright, Esau claiming I got it. He starts his doctrine, Judaism. But notice what he does. He sets it up to be an accuser of you. Yeah. Judaism, his sign is the Star of David. That they call it the Star of David. It's technically the Star of Remphan and Molech. The Gospel of Messiah, the 12, got the menorah.
That's right. 7 right.
7 branches, not 9.
Right.
Judaism, those that call themselves Jews call themselves Israelis or Israelites. Jacob is called Israelites. We have the Old and New Testament. They have the Kabbalah and the Talmud.
They're called Jewish.
And they're called Jewish like something.
Jewish.
But notice, they're not hiding their identity from us.
No.
We just don't see it. We just accepting that it's Deuteronomy 7 and 6. When they're telling you we're not, we just gonna provoke you to jealousy. You're gonna wear our clothes, you're gonna look just like us, and you're gonna proselytize into our doctrine. So we got Judaism, like we got Judah and Israel. They got Ashkenaz and Sephardim. Those are their tribes make up. Ashkenaz and Sephardim, and both them tribes are made up. And where they set up shop at. We're going to get to all of that, y'all. We're going to break all of that down and let you know that all of it is tied into Esau and his 12 tribes. The Romans, the Scythians, the Russians. Any of that skin color belongs to Esau. They broke up like we did. They squabbed like Judah and Benjamin squabbed. They squabbed with each other, but they're a family. They're a household.
Right. One has just become is the head of.
It's the head of them. Yes, sir. So, y'all, we're going to see all that, but let's just keep it moving. So now let's just run that Genesis 3, 13, and 14. Y'all, we're going to hit a couple quick ones. We're going to get right to it. And what we're doing is the heavens, the water came down, and we see he going to make war with the woman. Because the first commandment was to be fruitful and multiply. So Satan's job was to defile the marriage bed spiritually before it even gets started. Y'all understand that? Throw a monkey wrench in there before it even gets started. Be fruitful and multiply. And that's what he used today, because we're going to get into some Revelation 2 and 9 where say you teach the doctrine of Balaam that teach the children of Israel how to fornicate.
But if you notice, his whole routine, just like Messiah has consistency.
Yes, sir.
Satan.
Yeah.
And he only comes after the house has been cleansed out.
Yes, sir. Understanding up there, Elijah, right?
So the earth was cleansed, and then he came to corrupt it.
Dirty it up again.
Just like Matthew 12:48 says.
Yeah.
When a man cleanses his house, and then he takes on those demons, and they corrupt him 7 times more than his beginning.
Yeah, because when the house get clean, you're looking for something else. And they said, don't look no further. You good. You locked and loaded. But we start looking for someone else. Our house is clean. Then Satan said, oh, he looking again.
Right.
And then he go get 6 other partners that had him. And then it's at that level now.
Yeah.
Y'all, the only way we can kind of compare it to is if you quit, like you smoking 1 pack a day and you quit smoking cigarettes. And then after a month you go back, you're going to be smoking 7 packs a day. Because the demon is going to force you to make up that lost time you quit. Use a quitter. Catch up. Smoke 3 of them at one time. Do some blunt cools.
Blunt cools?
Let's get some more.
You gonna empty a cool
Boy,
and put it in the blunt?
wrap them all together.
You went to a heart bucket.
Go ahead.
All right, family, we're going to be reading in the book of Genesis, chapter 3. We're going to start the reading in verse 13.
Yes, sir.
Give everybody a second to get that. That's up toward the front of the book for those. I just didn't know.
Page 4 if you got my book.
They're trying to help a little bit.
Give you a little bit. Go ahead, brother.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 13.
What it say?
And the Most High Yah said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
Who beguiled her?
The serpent.
So what we're talking about is trick or seduce. It's not making you anything. It's just talking smooth words, and you're seduced.
Yeah.
Y'all look, the devil is quick. He's a whisperer. He seduced men as well the same way. That's what seduction is. It ain't forced. It's whispered.
Right.
A pimp don't beat up women off the top.
No.
He whispers. He seduces. All this will be yours. Every alley, every gangway, every motel too, $2 motel. It's all yours. Just
Clean
take this
up.
mattress and strap it to your back. Let's get some more.
But it's
no, I
only
got,
accomplished. It's only accomplished through ignorance.
Yes, sir.
but
A pimp can he only preys on women
And low self-esteem.
with low self-esteem and no knowledge of the street life.
Right.
They can have all the book knowledge
Yeah.
in the world, but if they're ignorant to street life and street ethics and things, then he got them. Just like in spirituality, you can only be deceived because of your lack of understanding in spiritual,
Yes, sir.
Baby,
or your doubting
Right.
in the spirituality.
every store need a manager.
It's
What
only
they say?
a-
What? Every store need a manager. Yeah. Boy, that's some smooth talk, boy. Look, and we go ahead, Elijah. What you had something else to say that?
No, I'm just saying.
No,
you know,
and we talk about like hustle and flow.
Yeah.
Say I'm in charge. I'm in charge. I'm in charge.
Let me show you the
That's
word.
why the script constantly says, "Be not ignorant, or study to show thyself approved, or try the spirit."
Right.
Because deception is only accomplished through ignorance.
Right.
let me read this
Satan
precept.
devices. Go ahead, bro.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3.
What it say?
But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve
Yes,
through
sir.
his subtlety,
So through his what?
through his subtlety,
And when you read
so
that
your
out of-
mind should be corrupt from the simplicity of Christ.
Where you reading that at?
1 Corinthians 11 and 3.
That's 1 Corinthians 11 that tells us how to present ourselves in assembly. So you see, once again, it goes right back to the beginning. It's saying it's a beginning problem. We had no order. Satan disrupted everything in paradise. When it first hit earth, he destroyed that. He's good at what he do, y'all.
What does subtle mean, bro?
Subtle mean just
smooth.
smooth, just where you like, damn, they got me. You
never
know, it's
fall
like
out.
somebody, you know, sell you
Some smooth
liquor store
ability.
jewelry versus what's, you know, at the top diamond stores.
Right.
You know what?
Chain on the rope.
Right, and they talk to you
Bone
that
on the
you
rope.
believe it to the point that, look, this Arab that's running the liquor store in your neighborhood also is a cousin with the guy at the jewelry store.
Right.
So that's actually his cousin's jewelry up there. And you say to yourself, in the liquor store? No.
Right.
So I can get a 6-pack of Coke 45 and that chain for $12, and he's smooth, baby. Yes, you come to discount heaven.
Right.
You know, and you believe you got hooked until you wear it and you dancing in the club, pulling your best move, cabbage patching and stanky legging at the same time, and your neck turned green from all of that liquor store jewelry. You gonna know you been had. You gonna say he seduced me.
No, he didn't.
And I got shamed at the club. Go ahead, what you got to about?
Brother asked for the definition of subtle. It says elusive, cunning,
Yeah,
crafty.
crafty counsel in high places.
Right.
You know, it's playing off of your lust. That's the only way it works. That's why you can't say he made it do it. He's studying you. He watching you. He say his lust area is wide open right here. So that's where he attacks. Mm-hmm. He got poor man pride. Mm-hmm. He thinks if he drives that Range Rover and put it in Big Mama name, the feds ain't gonna know. He got poor man's pride. Go ahead. What you got over there,
A
brother?
good example of subtle was when Satan told Eve that she wouldn't die if she ate
Right.
fruit.
Another thing.
She wasn't going to die immediately, but she was going to die eventually, but she wasn't supposed to die in the first place. That's subtle.
You're right.
He's playing off her intelligence. She-
Yes, sir.
Slick talk.
Right.
Slick talking.
Right. So technically he told the truth, but really he didn't. Because she knew she was thinking one way, and she wasn't really thinking about the big picture.
And you know what? Also, brother, to land back off of what you saying, because he was already thrown out. He said, I ain't dead.
Right.
Right.
Where my grave at?
Right.
You ain't gonna die.
And then the other thing was, he told her, you'll be like a god.
Yes, sir. That was it, wasn't it? Like,
And that wasn't a lie.
Right.
Because after she did it, the Most High said, look, they've become like us.
Yeah.
Like gods.
knowing good and evil.
Good and evil. So he didn't lie about it.
No.
He just didn't tell her the bigger picture of it.
Because of her lust.
Because she lusted to see the
A
other
tree
side.
one to be desired. And she like,
Right.
so he said, oh, you want to know what this side about, huh?
She was lusting after his physical form, his beauty. Just like if you look at the women, it's more women that's in the churches than the men.
Yes, sir.
Lusting after the so-called the appearance of the righteousness of the pastor.
Yes, sir.
He's a pimp, though.
He's a pimp.
It's Isaiah 64.
He's a pimp, just like the Muslims.
The tree behind, over one guard, the tree in the midst. That's
Yes.
the guard. That eat swine's flesh and say, I'm sanctified. He said, smoke in my nose. So y'all, that's all we saying is all symbolic of the garden, and it's going to end with the garden. A garden is a pleasant place, like it's where you pick your own food. You know it ain't got no preservatives in it. You know you nourished it up.
Notice it's only two types of places. It's the garden and the wilderness.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Righteousness and unrighteousness.
You don't take care of your
Light and
garden,
dark.
what happened? What happened when you don't take care of your garden, like?
You're going into the wilderness.
Yes,
It
sir.
becomes a wilderness.
Nothing to eat.
And the wilderness is a place destitute of survival.
Yeah.
Without the Most High.
Full of beasts, too. It's full of beasts.
Yeah,
Wild
it's full of violence, full of uncertainty.
No order.
Without Christ, there's uncertainty. With Christ, there's certainty because there's the promise.
Yes, sir. Let's speed this up, y'all. Where we at?
We got verse 4 of chapter 3 in Genesis.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
Go ahead.
verse 14.
Yeah.
And the Most High Yah said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
So this punishment was greater than any punishment for any creation on planet Earth. At this point, he made him lower than a footprint.
Yeah.
You know. What you got over there, bro?
I was down in Cab, Mississippi,
Uh-huh.
and I seen a snake on fire.
On fire? Uh-huh.
You ever seen the Geico thing? The thing with the commercial Geico?
Oh, Geico, the little, what is that thing called?
Yeah.
Geckos, yeah.
That snake, when he was on fire, some legs came out on the top and the bottom. They wasn't no big legs, but they came out.
Yeah.
But he was on fire.
We put that fire on them, huh? See, that fire make you get moving. Look, fire is powerful. Fire is what's going to end this wickedness. Fire shut Frankenstein down. When that mob came out to Frankenstein with all that tough talking, you ain't never seen no monster running, trying to run, and them platforms just looking back and that mob was behind them. Get your ass away from here. But it was that fire they had. That's some more. You got some more of that OG, huh? Yeah, they gonna put that fire on Frankenstein. You had some more on that OG, you good?
What I'm saying is, the snake, the serpent used to walk upright.
Well, and like you say, a serpent did in that sense, but he's only compared to a serpent. So, like when we get into the book, and I'll get it real quick in the lost books, that in the book of, I believe it's Nicodemus, where he breaks down why he used animals and compare them to people and things. Because the kingdom of heaven is not about food and drinks. So let's not get that twisted. It's not saying that means you can eat whatever you want. It just explains why this individual is considered swine. And then it'll compare because the swine do this. Why the Pharisees like a hyena? Because a hyena will run two sexes. There'll be male and female on you. And it'll break that down. But I'll get that as we go along. I'll break that down. What you got over there, OG?
The rockets or something, I think.
Shalom, bro. You by yourself? You need some help out there?
No.
Okay. So that's our D, y'all. D say he had a few more items. You know, he felt there's gonna be a few hungry more bellies.
Hope you're
out there.
hungry.
So y'all may get some take home sacks.
Yeah. You take home some sleep. eat
Boy,
all
look
that
here.
boy.
But go ahead. What you saying, OG?
But if you notice, if you caught the path of the snake, what do you do? He wear up like he's standing up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ain't no doubt about it. But like I say, Revelation called him the dragon too. So he's considered an enemy of God, and an enemy of the people is a snake. That's why we're scared of him. Now we got a couple Negro Noahs around here, like Uriah. He got about 100 snakes in his house. He breeding. Don't know how he do it, but when I go over there, I don't sit down. I just stand up. I'm like, bro, I just don't want you to have to do no construction work. Because I'm going through that wall of that door, if something wrapped around my ankle. But I understand what you're saying, OG. When it's comparing to, like, it wants you to see him like that because he was the angel of light. Remember how he appeared to Eve? He didn't appear as a serpent. He was just given that curse as a beast that he's so low his belly crawled on the ground. Yeah, a part of mine say a snake stood up just like this when they was walking home.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but he's called Mr. No Shoulders. And anything moved that fast with no shoulders and no legs is to be looked out at. Because that's what a snake does. It means it can't be trusted.
Right.
You can bring him home out of the snow, give him a warm bowl of milk, and go to pet him. He'll bite you. You're like, oh, what you do that for?
I'm a snake.
You knew I was a snake when you picked me up.
I got one more comment.
Go ahead, brother.
But when that snake, when the Bible says, when they say that the snake of God made, he had that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, it's
Yeah.
like a hypnotized.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it is, but I tell you, it's something to see for.
Right, because it say, who will pity a snake charmer? Who gonna pity somebody playing with the devil?
Right.
P. Diddy played with the devil. He tried to charm the devil. They fixed him, didn't they? Everybody that try to play with or charm the devil, they get fixed. Because you have to fix him with the word. You must rebuke him, then he'll flee. But all of these are, like I say, symbolic as well as the tree, because you know Matthew 12 say you're going to know a tree by its fruits. You know, and men you will know by the doctrine that come out of their mouth. It's just a comparison, but it wants us to know. Because if we'll back it up, Liza, just hit me real fast. Isaiah 65 and 20, y'all. This will help you understand, because serpents don't eat dirt. They taste dirt to see where their food at. They just smell it, taste it a little bit. They're like, oh, it's some good rabbit this way.
Right.
And they can smell the trail and go toward it. Like Levi used to tell us, he said, if y'all in the woods, you put mud on your arms and just like this, he said, a snake will roll right past you. Well, I don't even want to be in that position where I have to be the mud man. You know what I'm saying? But he knows all of that wilderness stuff. He like, look, if you see some berries and ain't no animals ate that berry yet, that's poison. Because nature teaching us not to eat certain things, so your hunger can't get to the point. If you hungry, you know they hungry, and if they don't eat it, you got to find another source of food like they do. They ain't touching it because they going to die. Why you going to eat it? What you got over there, nerd?
Oh, it's just like how you say Levi say put the mud on you.
Yeah.
In the movie Predator, that's what he did. Put that mud on him so the predator couldn't see him.
That's slave knowledge.
Because it detected heat.
Yeah.
And it covered his heat source.
Yeah.
Isaiah, what I keep?
Where we going?
65,
65 and 20. Yeah. Run that real quick.
65, 25.
Yeah.
What it say?
It'll say, then shall be the serpent's meat. It said the lamb going.
Well, I ain't one of them.
Oh, okay.
Isaiah chapter 65, verse 25. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together.
What they gonna do?
Feed together.
They can't do that right now, can they?
Nope.
See, but they did in the garden before the curse. Hold on, got a few people gonna get to you, Elijah. So we're in Isaiah 65, verse 25. So right now, we can see the completion going back again, because all animals ate together. They lived together. Guess what? Even the ones on the ark didn't attack each other. All the ones that would attack was left outside of the ark to attack the people that was disobedient to Noah. Those animals left to attack them, the ones that didn't get on the ark. They was left to devour them, put that double heat on them, and you can believe, boy, if we get to the ark, it's probably claw prints in that door. Or they just trying to find their way to break in, but can't.
Right.
Go ahead, what you got, Elijah? Run that.
The wolf and the lamb shall feed together.
That happened in the garden, okay?
And the lion shall eat straw like the bullock.
That happened in the garden.
And dust shall be the serpent's meat.
What gonna be the serpent's meat?
Dust.
See, so his punishment don't come to the end of time.
Right.
So even though it was given in Genesis, but he's supernatural, so his punishment can't come to the end of time. And why he'll be eating the dust is because all of his 2/3 and all of his followers will be consuming the dust gold in the lake of fire. So you got your meal, Satan. You got everybody that was after you. So They can eat your bread now, like we eat the bread of life. Y'all understand? The broken bread, the unleavened bread is the body of Christ. So this is his body now, the dust. Everybody that was turned to dust for following him, that didn't keep the commandment. Because his battle is to take Christ out the picture so he can sit on the throne on earth.
Right.
That's the whole battle. Or his son sit on the throne on earth, governed by Satan.
Because see, the earth is Christ's kingdom.
Yes, sir.
The Ancient of Days kingdom is still in the heavens.
Yes, sir.
It never moves. His kingdom never moves.
And he never get off his throne.
He never gets off his throne.
Not while he got
says
subjects.
Christ, he has subjects.
Yeah.
And Christ is his son. So his son has a kingdom. On earth like it is in heaven.
We're going to get it all, y'all. Let's speed it up. Luke 4, 1 through 8. Y'all, and this war is still taking place because Satan figured because Christ came, he was the root of David when he ensured that he got thrown out of heaven. But now he's the offspring of David, and he figured our attack with him as being the offspring of David means he has natural flesh with supernatural flesh mixed in him. I'm going to come at him again, but I'm going to come at him the same way I did Adam. I'm coming at him with accusations so I can accuse him. And that means the law. If Satan is over the mercy seat, he knows the laws, y'all.
Yes.
Don't play him like he don't. That's what he hoping you do.
Yes.
Play the devil like he a poop butt. There's no adversary above the devil. Nobody whispered in the devil's ear and say, go against the Most High. It was what came out of him pride. When Israel take the kingdom and the nations refuse to come up, it will be pride. It won't be just nobody whispering there. If I was you, I wouldn't go up there. The devil was locked up for 1,000. It's free will at that point. Man, I ain't going up there. I'm sick of going up there. I ain't pulling that Queen of Sheba the rest of my eternity. Where you get no rain. It didn't say you get slain. You get no rain. No rain, no crops, right? No rain, no drinking water, right? No rain, no Kool-Aid. It's simple as that, y'all. Let's get some more.
Book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 1.
Yeah.
And Yahushua being full of the Holy Ghost.
What was he full of?
The Holy Ghost.
Yes, sir.
Returned from Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, the one you was looking for. Okay. And was led by the Spirit unto the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing. And when they were ended, he afterward hungered.
What did he do afterward or what?
He afterward hungered.
Because that's his flesh side. Spirit get wore out through fasting for 40 days, 960 hours. He fasting. Spirit is willing, but what the flesh do? So the devil won't take advantage of it, y'all, but we can't let our flesh override our spirit when they get hungry. Because your eyes is bigger than your stomach at that point. Why you keep opening the refrigerator? The same thing was in there when you opened it 2 minutes ago, wasn't it like it? Let's get some more.
You don't want none of it.
Right.
Verse 3. And the devil said unto him, If thou be the Son of Yahweh, command this stone that it be made bread.
Notice what he's asking. If you the Son of God. Right. Not that you are. He's like, I want you to prove it to me. The Most High say, I can't be tempted with evil. Go ahead.
And Yahushua answered him, saying, It is written.
It is what?
It is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of Yahweh.
Because a famine is coming of regular food. The famine is happening now as we go. The famine will happen just like Jacob and his sons had to leave the land of Canaan and go into Egypt where there was bread at. Excuse me, America is the new Egypt. America holds the bread of the world. Y'all understand that? That's why all nations is trying to come here, but they're getting through back out. But this bread's central, y'all. Because you know why? Because they put sanctions on people. When you put sanctions ain't mean I'm doing this. Sanction means take away a necessity. It's a cause. If we only give you baby aspirin, bet nobody get a migraine. Bet nobody get a tooth pulled. Baby aspirin ain't gonna stop that pain.
No.
Go ahead, get some more.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
And the devil, taking him up unto a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time.
In a moment of time, how is Satan able to do that? Unless he has a lock on some things, in which may be prophecy, because he was in the heavens before he sinned.
Right.
What made him sin was the worship of the dirt man. So he saw the prophecy of it. He saw the kingdom. He's seeing the program, how what earth was created for Adam, and we will be his servants. Say like, I ain't worshiping that dirt man. It's enough I do up here. Now you want me to go down there and be? That's what you was created for.
But he saw the plan B too.
But he saw, plan B in case, because the Most High always got plan B set up because of free will. If everybody was made in order to do certain things, then there can be no judgment day. If Judas Iscariot was ordered to do what he did, why is he in the lake of fire? It don't make sense, do it?
No.
What is he judged by?
Right.
He did what he was supposed to do. So y'all, that's what we have to cover. People will run that trick question at you, and you're going to struggle to try to explain it. Like, we can't pray for everybody. It's not what you see. John 17:9 say, I pray not for them. I pray for the ones you gave me, not for the world. But you got to understand the difference in that, because you're going to be left with somebody asking you, why don't you pray for the devil?
Right.
You pray for this evil individual. What's stopping you from praying for the devil? If it ain't no answer, y'all, they ain't look far enough into what understanding prayer consists of.
He said, cast not thy pearls before swine.
Yes, sir. Let's get some more.
Verse 6. And the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will, I give it.
So he's talking about authority in Revelation 12. He's repeating that back. I got the authority in Revelation 12 chapter. I'm coming down to create problems. Go ahead.
If thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine.
Y'all see him trying to give
What's already
the creator
his
back
creation.
his stuff. See, three that bear record in heaven. When you understand Christ was the first creation of all creation, and then everything was created by the Father, him, and the Holy Spirit after him. He's the first creation of all creations. And Satan trying to tell him, I'm going to give you back what you already had in on. You was on the universe before you even started with me. Let us make man after our image. It's still the same making process with the same three that bear record in heaven. It's called Elohim.
That's right.
The Godhead.
That's right.
When I was in Phoenix, somebody tried to sell me some beats that was mine. That he
Boy,
sold
did he,
from
boy.
somebody else.
Boy, that's crazy. Boy, he tried to have some Boaz beats.
It was me and this other guy we used to produce. We had like 4 or 5 songs on the CD apiece. But the CD came up missing from the guy's house.
Yeah.
Well, then I seen the friend, he pops it in my tape and started playing it. And I'm listening to him, I'm like, oh yeah, the bomb, yeah. Where you get that from?
Where you get
Oh,
them
they're
beats
mine,
from?
man. I'm selling them. Whoop, whoop. Man, you should come over to the house with me and see Nino. I
Yes, sir.
guarantee you, when he hear these, we go get these.
Yes, sir. Wow. Boy, but that's how it is, y'all. And that's what's happening out there now. People are selling us our heritage. It won't go behind the wall of slavery. It just stays in front of it from 1865 up to now. They won't let you go back and find out. So they keep giving you your heritage of a color. But everybody else get a name. You're not a Puerto Rican Indian of this descent. And you check no. Black or African American. Both bywords and proverbs. For no other nation. So they're letting you know it's not the world's biggest kept secret. It's the world's biggest kept secret to those who reject knowledge. Then it becomes a secret because, man, I don't want to hear that, or I don't want to see that. And unbelief is the key. It says Israel will continue not in their unbelief. They'll be grafted back in. But we don't want to believe it. We want to believe ourselves. Go ahead, bro. Where we at? Go ahead. You got something?
You got a question?
Yeah, I was Ron Lemons asked in the chat.
Shalom, Ron Lemons.
He said, wasn't all power in heaven and earth given to the Messiah, Yahshua HaMashiach,
Yes.
for fulfilling the will of the Heavenly Father?
Yes.
It had to go through a process. Yes, all was given to him because we read the war. And he was making war, you know, with heaven. So that was part of it. But the deal was, we still have to have a trying test, a test period. So he was sent down here to see if we could handle him. See, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael handled him and threw him out. The Messiah said, I saw Satan falling like lightning out of there. He hurried up and got the ultimate. He got the boot. And he got up out of there. So we understand the process, y'all. It's those who obey to the end. We ain't never had a problem with Michael. He done scrabbled the devil a couple times, even in the book of Jude. He had to test him and tell him, get back, the Lord rebuke thee, when he come for the body of Moses. He's our brother, and y'all, to the end, he done proved himself. He helped Daniel fight and get prayers going up in the 10th chapter of Daniel, when prayers were being blocked by Satan. Rescue prayers. He had to fight again, y'all. So we have these angels, y'all, but we keep thinking of them as like boogeyman or something. When you praying for your children, and then pray that an angel is sitting on the roof of their house watching it all sides around so the devil don't get up in there. Maybe you can sleep at night a little bit, but every ambulance go by, there you go getting up. Lord have mercy. I wonder if Junior at home now. It's 4:45. Junior ain't at home yet. Drive you crazy, but if you pray and ask him, send that protection with them wherever they go. Let's get some more, y'all. Let's get caught up.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Read that Colossians chapter 1 and answer this question.
Go ahead.
Verse 8.
About what?
Colossians 1
Yeah.
will answer that question for Ron.
Yeah.
Verse 8. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan.
Do what?
Get thee behind me.
Don't never let them get on the side of you or in front of you. Have them always walk behind you. Don't never let them ride shotgun with you. Don't let them be on your right hand. Always keep them behind you. Go ahead.
Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. And he brought him to Jerusalem, and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down from hence. For it is written, He gave his angels charge over thee, to keep thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against the stone.
Y'all think he didn't know that and where he learned that at?
Right.
He understood that. Go ahead.
And
And
Yahushua,
hold on, let me say this there. But verse 8, get thee behind me, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Who did it say he should worship? The Lord, who's God?
thy God.
So who is he saying is the God of the devil? He's saying
same
not
God
God. But notice this, and why he's saying this is because he won't worship the Messiah. He's going to be destroyed by the Messiah at the second coming. See, he's just going to be let out for a season to deceive, and then he will be destroyed. He will never get a chance to worship the Messiah. So that's why he's saying you got to worship, you going to worship the Father. That's all who's been in charge of you, because he won't have a chance for him to bow to the Messiah, because he's going to be in the lake of fire. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Along with his demons and the Antichrist. There'll be no worship from them. What you got over there,
I
sis?
just wanted to say, because the enemy, that's why Satan is able to deceive people in the churches and everywhere, because he was related before he was kicked out of heaven, and he knows everything about God.
He was in the household.
He knows everything about it before the earth was even created.
Yeah.
Before he was kicked down here, that's how from our forefather Adam and Eve, deception started. He's able to deceive because he knew everything, even more about it than people do.
Right, and it started in the heavens. So the deception was there, y'all, and what we're talking about is just a quick whisper, and he got respect from that third of the angels because he had the breastplate on. They were considered at that point the apostles of the angels. Y'all understand? Shalom, Thomas. The apostle of the angels. Satan was part of that group. But that he's not to be looked at or never to be trusted ever again, y'all. Because you see this, that don't mean he could be ever trusted again. Because he's of the same household. He cannot be trusted. He's like the Judas Iscariot of the 12. He can never be trusted again. Ever. So when it says, thy friend lifted up thy heel, this starts in the heaven. Satan lifted up his heel and went for the attack. It ain't just started on earth. Satan was a familiar friend of the Messiah. Till he lifted up his heel. And look, notice how the numbers go, y'all. We got to get back to completion. We always talk about completion. Satan drew a third part of the angels down here to earth. So there's 2/3 of angels up there, right? If a third got drew, right, it leaves 2/3. We got to get that full again. So we got to get a full number. 2/3 mean 1/3 gone. There's 1/3 of Israel that's going to be part of the remnant. 2/3 going to get wiped out. So if that 1/3 get back and they all resurrected bound, because they'll be like angels in the resurrection, we fill that void back up. And then those that remained after the final war to the 1335 day, after the 1290 day, blessed are those who make. Now we got Isaiah 4 and 1 Corinthians 15. Those that are alive and remain after this, they are the populators. Now these are the Israelites that get put back in the position Adam and Eve was before they sinned. Now let's see you be fruitful and multiply and have children born in the kingdom through a righteous act, not through a threesome. Spiritually. That makes sense? But I speak as a man, y'all. I'm just talking about how numbers move back and we get it back. If 2/3 got knocked out, or 1/3 got knocked out and 1/3 gonna return, then that numbers is fulfilled, ain't it? That's it. Let's get some more. Where we at?
We done with that.
Let's get it now, y'all. The spiritual earth on blessing, Genesis 25. Y'all, we're going to speed this up a bit. We got about 45 minutes, y'all. Y'all help yourself to some more eating and drinking, y'all. This,
Feasting.
Yes, sir.
Sabbath feast. Physically and spiritually. You said Genesis, right? 25?
Yes, sir. And y'all, we're going to get right to the part of now we're on earth. So I didn't go into Noah, but Noah is the land divide on the spiritual side. So we're talking about Genesis 10. Y'all read Genesis 10 in your own time, because I just want to move on. But Genesis 10 in your own time lists the table of nations of everybody that got off the ark. There ain't no endless genealogy on the ark. If you got another group of people that you think is existing on earth right now and you can't put them on that ark, then you're going to have to start explaining how the flood didn't wipe everybody out. That's your job. It ain't ours. That's your job to get another genealogy on the ark or surviving after the ark. But we know who it was. 8 people got off that ark. All of them was given the commandments of the Most High, but one was chosen as the priest of Melchizedek, because Aaron hadn't come in yet. We're still under Melchizedek. Melchizedek order started in the heavens. Remember, Lucifer was a Melchizedek priest. He wasn't the high priest. Christ was always the high priest. Let's get some more.
You said Genesis 25?
Yeah. And 1. Yo, so now, y'all, we see the boys get off the ark. We ain't going over Numbers 10. Y'all go over that on your own, and you're going to see ain't no other genealogy on earth. None is on earth.
Numbers 10?
No, Genesis 10th chapter. That we're not going there now. It's just Noah. And the reason we going here, and we just mentioned in Genesis 10, because the imposter has what they call Noahide laws. And they're supposed to equal to what Genesis 8 and 9th chapter is, or 9th chapter. And Noah, and God blessed Noah and said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Why is that the exact same thing Adam was told after after a bombardment of planet Earth. Replenish the earth. In chapter 9, he go on and give them the blessing. But look, there ain't no sin on the earth, y'all. The devil is still lurking around. But there ain't no sin. The houses has been washed clean. But here Satan come back to dirty it up again, and he dirtied it up with Ham and Noah, didn't he? Noah broke the street rules, got high on his own supply. Noah began to be a husbandman and planted a vineyard and drank of that wine and got drunken. Drinking ain't the sin, getting drunk is.
Sure.
And he let his guards down.
God's fall.
Let's get some up.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 1.
What it say, Elijah?
Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah.
So Abraham had lost Sarah. Sarah had died. Hagar was banished. So both of his wives or what he had were banished. And they were not taken at the same time. He never took them at the same time. Two was forced on and then one still got sent away. So he always had one. It was just two for a brief period, but it was chaotic as hell. Go ahead. What has got about it? Huh?
Somebody say something.
Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And she bare him Zimran, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Median, and Ishbak, and Shuah. And Jokshan begat Sheba, and Dedan, and the sons of Dedan were Ashuram, and Letushim, and Leumam.
Yeah.
And the sons of Median, Ephah, Epher, and Hanok, and Abidah, and Eldaah. All these were the children of Keturah.
So we get the offspring and who inheritance going from his third wife. Look, it'll say concubine, but it just means secondary wife. Concubine don't mean a chick on the side.
Right.
Concubine means a secondary or third wife. That's all it means. With given the same power of the first wife, is just the first one is the initial, what we would call the head of the household, so to speak. Everybody take from her learning and understands everything. She keeps the house in order, but respects the fact that what may have happened. But Abraham never touched Hagar, who was given to Sarah by Pharaoh when he tried to take Sarah the wife, and the Lord struck his hand. He let us go with great spoil. Let Abraham here take all this. And Sarah, take this virgin right here, this Egyptian virgin, and take her with you as your handmaid. So that was Sarah's property. That didn't have nothing to do with Abraham. Sarah controlled Hagar. Just like the daughters of Laban, Leah controlled her two handmaids. Rachel had two handmaids. Jacob didn't just go to him and say, come here, heifer of Rachel. Heifers of Leah. Get over here. Well, none of that. They had control. They negotiated the after midnight activity. Not the man. So when you see that Greek doctrine of polygyny, it's a Greek doctrine. Everything they'll tell you in the Hebrew will say this. Just ask them, say polygamy in Hebrew then. You can't. It has no origin in Israel. The Israel origin is if a man take another wife. Not a man must take another wife.
Exodus 21.
Yes, sir. You know where we're going, Elijah. Go ahead. Where we at?
Verse
5.
5.
Yeah.
And Abraham gave all that he had unto Isaac.
Who he give it all to?
Isaac.
Who is the son of who?
Abraham.
No, right. But who is his mama?
Sarah.
Sarah, because we just read Keturah. Go ahead.
But unto the sons of the concubines, which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts, and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived eastward unto the east country.
So he sent them other sons away. And why Midian is concerned in here is because they got Hebrew stock in them. Mm-hmm. See, there's Hebrews, there's Hebrew Ishmaelites, there's Hebrew Edomites, and then there are Hebrew Israelites. So all three of these boys that's warned about the inheritance are Hebrews, but the covenant went through the Israelites. So now Esau is trying to do it by saying, I'm Israeli, but I'm a 1948er. The Balfour Declaration gave me the land. Another covenant versus this one.
Right.
We're going to change that and write our own covenant in 1948 called Balfour Declaration. We're going to take our own star of Rembrandt and call it and attach it to David, who David was dead when Solomon created that star.
That's right.
David never used that. He said, the Lord is my shield.
That's right.
Let's get some more.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
And these are the days of the years of Abraham's life, which he lived, 160 years. Then Abraham gave up the ghost.
So that's 175?
Yeah.
Abraham lived to 175 and was gathered. So y'all read all in between, but because of time's sake, we got to get right to the meat of it. So jump to verse 12, Elisha.
12.
Yeah, verse 12 of the same Genesis.
Now these are the generations of Ishmael.
See, now we're dealing with generations, y'all. This is what we're talking to. If you can't get, we're in the same Genesis 25. We're just jumping down to verse 12. See, we just got Isaac. We see all of the sons getting the inheritance.
Where'd you stop, Danny? What was the last verse?
We stopped at 7,
8.
8,
8.
and we're just gonna jump to 12. We could go on, y'all, but we just need for time, so we're just gonna read the first of the sons. Go ahead.
Now these are the generations of Ishmael,
See, we're talking about the whole generation of them, all their sons. Go ahead.
Abraham's son.
Whose son was it?
Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's handmaid, bare unto Abraham.
So the Egyptian bare unto him. So, and when you look at the book of Jubilees, the Arabs came from Ishmael, and what Jubilee say, and Esau, wasn't it?
Well, no,
Well,
they came from
Ishmael and
they say the
and,
Arabians come from Ishmael.
and they are the Arabs, not Esau. So Jubilees break that down. Jubilees 25. But go ahead, let's read some more.
These are the names of, now these are the generations of Ishmael. I'm going to jump down to 13. And these are the names of the sons of Ishmael by their names according to their generation. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nabarjah,
Yeah.
and Kedar,
Yeah.
and Abdiel,
Yeah.
and Mibsam,
Yeah.
and Misma, and Duma, and Masa, and Hadar, and Tema, Jetor, and Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their towns and by their castles.
By the what?
Castles. 12 princes according to their nation.
How many tribes they got?
12.
See, and they got the 12 tribes of Israel. So now he just named the generation of the 12. If you got somebody teaching that there's another man out there, we just asking for the genealogy, y'all. We ain't asking or saying you wrong. We just saying where's the genealogy? You can't then force somebody that never existed and put them in this line. You doing what the Edomites do, or Israel that lies. You can't force generation or people in there that ain't in there. But I just wanted you to see that Ishmael had 12 tribes. Jump down to verse 19, bro.
Verse 19.
Yeah.
And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah the wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padanaram, the sister of Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife, because she was barren. And the Most High was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Most High.
Y'all, there's two nations. The first going to come out red and hairy all over, but it's actually two nations. Well, guess what these two nations got? The same mama and daddy. See, and this is why Deuteronomy 23:7 tell you not to abhor Edomite, because you're going to be talking about his mama if you go all in. Because you got to talk about his beginning, his genealogy. His daddy is Isaac. And who was his mom? Rebecca. So when you abhor his whole line, because you're saying cut him off. Well, you got to cut his parents off to cut him off.
Which is your parents.
So that's why you can't abhor all of them like that, because who loved Esau?
Isaac.
Isaac loved him, didn't he?
Yep.
Isaac was ready to bless him. See, if we get past that, y'all, we're going to lose focus, and our hate won't be perfect hatred. We won't pay back. But if we don't hear you saying pay back to them black African, them Egyptians like you do these Edomites, shame on you.
Or the Ishmaelites.
Shame on you. Or the Ishmaelites, because all of them took part. How you going to just jump on one group because you part of this group now being punished by? You don't think them Israelites mad at them Egyptians? If they was to raise up today, you like, man, this Edomite war I had, how you talking tough about, and they stand there like, so what you think he did to us? So you think my baby being put in the wall used as mortar? Right. The slaughter, the chasing in the Red Sea. So y'all think that ain't about nothing. Y'all getting the tail. Y'all getting the worst end. No. Or when it come down to the Israelites, oh, so you think when the Persians had us, the Babylonians had us, y'all think that was a light walk? No. They killed Hezekiah, the last priest, the last prophet of Israel, and drug him off to Babylon. You think they ain't got nothing to be mad about? But you put all this drama right here. Even when they say, don't ever, do you know they still never mention it, say, and don't hate and each Egyptian, all of them at once. Right. Remember you was a slave. Who took care of Joseph?
In their land.
Who took care of Joseph and the tribes of Israel when they got to Goshen? Who took care of
Egypt.
That was a different Pharaoh before the next one rose up. Mm-hmm. It ain't saying that. It's saying remember the one that's in there. Remember him. You're going to lump him in with all the bad? Right. At least remember him. Saul tried to kill David 3 times. Well, the Most High put Saul in his hand 3 times. But Saul was throwing javelins at him. But yet Saul's older son loved David. Mm-hmm. Chaos in his household. He going to betray you because he going against your dad. And when he said, no, he's anointed by the Lord, Daddy, we different. We spiritual brothers. We bond like this. Then they say their soul was knit together. Right. Yeah. But one was an enemy. His parents were the enemy. Oh, he asked him, look, I know I got to die with what my daddy did. Didn't kill that man like he supposed. He said, but my crippled son, will you promise that he could sit at your table? David said he could sit at my table. And the Lord honored that covenant. Mm-hmm. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it ain't all done. Everybody don't get wiped out. You got to explain why Jonathan and son didn't get wiped out. There's a lot of people that were supposed to get wiped out but didn't get wiped out. And then intervention came. Mercy. Like we have to pray for our ancestors that mercy be on them. Lord, have mercy. Ain't no way my mama could have knew that and couldn't read or write. Have mercy on her soul. That's all you asking. You're not praying that they get in, because if that's the case, you got to start with yourself first, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you better.
Let's get some more of this, y'all. Let's get caught up. We got 38 minutes and 17 seconds. Mm-hmm. 1 hour. What you saying, bro? 1 hour? Let's get it, bro.
Good call, Michael.
Yeah.
Where we going?
You're going to, okay, so we got the generations of Isaac. So now we're going to jump right to 27 and verse 28.
Okay. Genesis 25, verse 27.
And what we're doing is getting right now into the blessings, y'all. And what we're talking about is Esau would have never got his power move like he did if Rebecca hadn't have done what she done. She heard Isaac from the blessing, but she heard from an archangel. Right. The elder is going to serve the younger. What caused her not to believe that? See, and this is what we're talking about. Belief. Do you believe the supernatural or do you believe the flesh? So she started hearing Isaac, gonna bless Esau, go hunt, give me that so I can bless you. Forgot that quick about what the angel told her, the elder gonna serve the younger. What you care about that blessing for? It ain't gonna last if that's what he's trying to do. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last no more than Sarah going and get Hagar when the angel told her, you gonna conceive the baby. Right. What she gonna do?
Doubt.
What she gonna do? Get the handmaid. So y'all see our problem has always been disobedience. Where it seems the gloomiest, you think you have to intervene for the Most High, and the clay becomes the potter. No, I'll go get my handmaid. It can't mean I'm a reverse.
Mm-hmm. I think it was more doubt than disobedience.
Yes, sir. Without it, like say, lack of faith.
Yeah.
I don't believe that's going to happen. Lack of faith. Let me say that's excellent, Elijah. Lack of faith is doubt. Let's get some more.
Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
What was Esau?
A cunning hunter. A man of the field. And Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison.
What verse you in, Elisha?
28,
What chapter?
25.
25.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. I thought we had jumped to 27.
You want to go to chapter 27?
Oh, you didn't mean 27.
No, I meant, I
You
meant
meant go to
chapter
chapter
27.
27.
Yeah, I gotta clear that up, y'all. My bad.
All right.
Sometimes I'm talking too quick. What you got some more? Huh? Deer. Yes, sir. Isaac can get it. Look, and who the hunters are today? I mean, we go hunt,
But white boy.
but they know when the season start, and I ain't never had a brother come give me deer jerky. It was always the heathen on the job that went hunting or whatever.
Yeah.
They still the man of the field.
Yeah.
And look, and when you say when they get wet, what they smell like?
Wait, dog.
See, they smell like the dew of heaven. The only reason you put that is because you understand. But this the deal. Did Isaac love that smell?
Yeah.
What did Isaac say it smelled like to him?
Because he knew he
The
was bringing
dew of
home-
where?
he was
He
bringing
said it
home
smelled
food.
like the dew of heaven. To me.
Yeah, but times have changed.
Yeah. So you go ahead. Yeah.
Times changed.
Twin brothers, they mom and daddy black, right?
Yeah.
So how is one white?
It's a recessive gene.
It's a recessive gene.
It's just
like
a
how-
recessive gene.
Yeah, black puppies and one of them come out white. You ever seen that?
Only
No, I'm saying you done seen that before. It's called albino.
Right.
Yeah. Well, do this too, by when you get a chance, Google a German woman have white and have babies, twins by black soldier and white soldier. Just Google that. See, it's not a phenomenon. It always happened. It's just a lack of pigmentation. It didn't say he had white skin. All it said was he didn't have no melanin. It's a total different thing when we're talking about it. His blood, so when it came up, there was nothing to shade it.
Right.
So when our blood come up, because there's a coat of melanin, it shades the blood. You got red and then you got ruddy. Ruddy has melanin. Red in the Bible, you're only going to see attached to Esau. Wherever red in the Bible is going to be attached to Esau. Wherever ruddy is going to be tied to Israel. David and Solomon in Songs of Solomon 4 and David in 1 Samuel 13. So ruddy gonna be tied to Israelite, red gonna be tied to Esau. You gonna see it?
Yeah.
Be careful. Why you smiling, girl? You heard some good news on the way out or what? Or you just feel with the spirit? I'm glad you're smiling. Thank you, sir. Just asking. Yeah, go ahead. So that's the deal. So what you're trying to do is we can't make it a color doctrine. It's not about color. The color had nothing to do with it. It was about how they were formed to identify the nation. Because they're supernatural, everlasting prophecy. Look, this is the covenant prophecy. It has to run the whole gamut. So neither one can be miscegenated out unless the elder serving the younger, he will be miscegenated out. That's why if we mate with Esau, the child looks just like us. And they say our heritage is gone. But if they mate with another nation, that nation joins Esau.
Yeah. Because he had to take up Esau's lineage, well, basically all his physical characteristics, most of them, and his ways.
Or mostly like white Chinese or anything like that.
They identify themselves as Esau and not their other nation.
As white. So y'all, this is what we're talking about. This is a blood covenant thing, y'all. We got to get this down. This ain't got nothing to do with just swiveling hips in itself. There's a reason that they were separated and it has to get to the end of it. It don't mean Esau was born wicked, because Romans tell us the children haven't done no good or evil. And it was already ordered by the Most High. So you have to take that out of your mind.
Right.
So that you have perfect hatred. That means you can't be doing no play hating. I just hate all white folks. You can't do that.
No, because all of them aren't as evil as that.
You know why you really can't do a license? Because everybody we complain about live in our house.
Right.
I ain't heard no heathen yet. Man, my auntie, boy, I can't stand her. Look the other day, to me, what the hell you doing with a Bible? Your bad ass was in school. That's inside, ain't it?
Right.
Then you name your brother who won't worship.
Yeah.
You and your sister. When do you get to outside of that to be so angry at them?
Not only that, when you walk into your car at night, who you looking out for?
What you say?
Yankelstein.
Okay.
You looking out for little Skilly that might be lurking around the corner.
James and Daniel twins were set them apart. One is white, one is black, different. John Moore. Okay. You got that one? Hold on, I'm gonna send you. Did you pull up 1 2 by?
I was trying to.
Sister Naomi just send me one. I'm gonna try to send it to you real quick.
Okay.
1 second. So y'all ain't nothing new under the sun. There's virgin births with animals.
Okay, I got one up here.
You got one? Okay, but I'm gonna send you this one too. I'm gonna send you this one too.
You say what?
You know what you're talking about right here, Daniel? It says twins born to mixed race couple have.
You got them up on there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Different skin tone.
I'm talking about, but 2 different fathers is what we're talking about. That's what I want, we need to see, of 2 different fathers. Woman has twins by 2 different fathers, white and black.
Not right.
You kind of got to tell Google almost everything you need. So I'm gonna send this to you now, too, Bob. You can just pull this up. I just want y'all to have a visual of it because we are visual people, y'all. Sometimes seeing it is believing. Okay, so I sent you that, but y'all, it's out there. Just if you do German woman has twins by her white husband and black soldier. If you do that, it's gonna pop right up. It happened in Germany. Y'all, it's a form called superfetation. All it means that a woman can have children in the same ovary by 2 different men. They can have 2 pregnancies. This ain't what happened with Isaac and Rebecca. It was just 2 nations. It was the same conception. They just were set to when they come out to have separate rulerships. Do that make sense? By the same individual. It's like Manasseh and Ephraim, born in Egypt. Joseph, they daddy, but they got an Egyptian mom. Manasseh is the firstborn. Jacob put his hand on Ephraim's head, and Joseph went to move it and say, no, he the firstborn. He like, no, God do things differently. He'll take the secondborn. He'll take the thirdborn and move. What born is Judah? The 4th born. Yeah. So spiritual power is not the same as earthly power or inheritance, so to speak, as I say. Adam was moved above the children of God, what's called the angel or the star. He was moved above them. They had a problem with that. Just like the brothers of Israel had a problem with Joseph being a baby boy and get the coat of many colors and the favorite of Jacob. Do that make sense? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it ain't about the line order. It's who the Most High say, this who my prophecy gonna go through. That's what it is, y'all. We have to understand it like that. Because it's written like that in the heavens. He always got a plan B, plan C. Always a substitute, because Jehoiakim destroyed the scroll that stopped Christ from coming through Judah if it had only been through one of David's sons. Right. But David had 8 sons, and it came through the other son, Nathan. And then Mary born through Nathan, right, not through Judah, but she married a Judite. And now we get the daughters of Jehoshaphat. Now we can get a king back to sit on the throne. Still coming through the line of David, but through Nathan, not Joseph. That make any sense? Yeah. Let's get some more. You gone? Be careful out there, bro. Yes, sir. Let's get some more. Real quick, y'all. We got a half hour.
Genesis chapter 27, where you want to start?
We're going to start at verse 28.
Genesis 27 and verse 28.
So, and this is the blessing, y'all. Okay, I tell you what. Jacob get the blessing. Okay, so we started at 28 because Jacob done tricked Isaac already and got the blessing. And he gave him everything. He gave him the eternal blessing. Isaac did.
Spiritual, heavenly
the heavenly blessing. So now Esau is coming in. The war is heating up. And let's see what he said.
You had something too about?
Yeah, I don't know if this is the right one, but I did find one day. It says a 19-year-old woman recently gave birth to twins, but the shocking twist is that each baby has a different biological father. They're showing one white, one black.
Right, so that's called superfetation. But what I'm saying is, you can find one also, like Sister Sim, I just sent you one. One born with extremely light skin and one born dark. You don't know. Would y'all actually believe Nerf was finna get back, put back in the nursery? Because was lighter than Mr. at birth.
Samson was.
Yes, sir.
Man,
My mama said,
my son was.
my mama said, y'all pulling the switch down here in Mississippi, is you?
Man, my son was.
But the only thing saved Nerf was the tip of his ears.
Yeah,
You know, they be
that's
black.
how Samson was, because I started complaining. I was looking at Miriam like, what the hell is going on here? And the doctor was like, sir, calm down. I'm like, hey, he white.
Yeah. But
I'm dark and my wife dark. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? The nurse started laughing. She said, sir, if you look at his ears,
That's what my
Yeah,
mother told
the
me.
tip of his ears are dark. He'll darken up.
He'll go
But
dark.
Samson stayed light like that for about 3 months.
Yes, sir. You keep watching. Look, the same thing was with Noah when Methuselah saw him. He said, this got to be one of the children of the angels. Say he had an afro. It was called Edoma. Or Edoma started with an A. It means afro. And it says his flesh was white as snow and his eyes was like dove's eyes. And it said it scared Methuselah. He said, this got to be a child of it. He said, no, that's your son. Like, that's your son. He had to be convinced, that's your son. He just came like, oh, okay. But he was careful of him. So it's not nothing new that we see here. If you understand, Noah was what we would call an albino. Now, you got leprosy that turned people white, but ain't no genealogy of, and this is the line of leprosy.
But I went to
And the
great.
father of leprosy is this, and the son of leprosy is that. It ain't that. Either, go ahead,
Elementary school with some twins. They were in my class.
Yeah.
One was white, looked like a white boy. And
Yeah.
his brother was darker than me.
They could fall
But
in
they
the
were-
line of what's
they
called
were twins. They were paternal.
fraternal twins. Absolutely, Elisha. That means not looking the same, they look totally different. Now, one gonna be treated differently in this world than the other. That don't mean she was dilly-dallying. Just like if you look up this term, parthenogenesis. That means animals, females, that can bear offspring, and it's a virgin with no male contact. So it's in the animal world, and then you get into 2nd Enoch 30. I'm sorry, 2nd Enoch 70, 71, and 72. You see Noah's brother Ner. His wife was 80 years old and had a virgin birth, and they named him Melchizedek, but said he wasn't the high priest. He was the first Melchizedek after Adam, so to speak, because they say they went and got the Melchizedek priest robes and put it on that baby. Mm-hmm. Like if y'all remember the movie Golden Child, all Hollywood just steals from the Bible. They just put a twist on it and make it look like it's coming from other nations. But that's technically what the Golden Child was about. Let's get some more, y'all. We got 26 minutes. Go ahead.
Where I stop at?
Okay, now this is Jacob's blessing, verse 27 and 28. Go ahead.
Okay, verse 20.
This is Jacob's blessing. Go ahead.
Verse 28.
Got a question, Dan.
Go ahead.
Richard Rebel asked.
That's our Rich.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
He said, will there be death in the millennial age?
No. Death will be locked up. What we're talking about is when they say a child will live 100 years of age, but we're talking about the reign of Messiah.
Right.
If you talk about anything before that, the Sabians in the book of Joel are going to do some killing.
Bro, say just making sure
Yeah.
I was correct in saying that Matthew 16:28 doesn't eliminate death in the 1,000-year period.
It doesn't?
That's
Well, what's eliminated is the cause of death. Disobedience. Look, if it's not the first resurrection, we can talk about some things. But it say if you make the first resurrection, what has no power over you?
Right. He said the
So
second
if
death-
you sin, then the second death will have power over you.
Right. Right.
You go into you can't sin in righteousness no more than Ananias and Sapphira getting the Holy Spirit and then lie to her.
Right. You can't take on incorruptible flesh and then become corruptible again.
Again, while the devil's locked up. See, the devil is locked up. If you make the first resurrection, you locked and loaded. It says the second death has zero power. And that don't mean you can go and sin. That's what Christianity teach, that you can be free, but you can still sin and still make the kingdom.
No.
He done away with them laws, Elisha.
Yeah.
Let's get some more.
Verse 28.
I hope that answered it, bro. Go ahead.
Genesis 27, verse 28.
What it say?
Therefore, Yahweh, give thee of the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine.
This is the first portion of Jacob. Go ahead.
Let people serve thee,
Uh-huh.
and nations bow down to thee.
Uh-huh.
Be Lord over thy brethren,
Uh-huh.
and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Now, who is the mother's son of Jacob? Who is his mother's son? Esau, right?
Esau, yeah.
See, y'all, this is what I'm saying. The blessing is right there. It's like nations got to serve you, and your brother got to bow down to you. But we heard that the elder should do what?
Serve the young.
So it ain't nothing being repeated. Isaac is repeating it to him, but it's in a different hierarchy because he didn't hear what the angel told Rebekah when she said, why they fighting? She went and asked that. Isaac wasn't with her. Y'all understand? So he's following natural recourse like Jacob was going to give Reuben the firstborn, but Reuben slept with Bilhah, his little brother's mom. He lost the birthright. Simeon and Levi didn't lose the birthright. Give the people a covenant and then double back and stab them in the back and kill them with the covenant. So them three boys gone now, the scepter fall on Judah. But when you read the testament of Reuben, Reuben was going to get the priesthood. Reuben was going to get the prophethood. He's going to be in charge of all of it. But he became the first MF out of the tribes of Jacob. Just like Noah, Ham was the first one getting off the ship out of that. And he lost birthright and lost the land of Canaan. Because of that behavior uncovering his father's nakedness. That don't mean he was in no homosexual act. A man's nakedness is his woman. That belongs to him. Yeah. Nobody should see that but him and the doctor. And you may have to be in there with the doctor. Wait a minute, doctor, what you feeling on? Wait just a second. See, it's the same thing with police now. They won't let no man feel on a woman.
Right.
They have to go get another woman and let them feel on her. The only problem is they got us forced to where we can't identify, or we could be in this woke thing and get charged for naming somebody that's a man that want to be a woman. So now we got to be like that comedian say when we introduce ourselves, or you gonna talk to them, say, so
What they say you eat?
how long you been a woman? That's all you got to do. This just started yesterday. That's the only question that won't get you in trouble. How long you been a woman? About 10 days now. That's why you can't run in them high heels and come out I'll race you to the car. You ain't no woman. Let's get out.
Conversation over.
Yeah, let's get some more. You at verse 30.
Verse 30. And it came to pass.
No, read that rest of that 20.
Oh yeah, 29. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting.
Now you can hold that, Elijah. We're going to jump down to verse 37 to Esau's blessing. But it said, cursed be thee and blessed be everyone that bless us. If somebody of another nation bless us, are we still to hate them? Mm-hmm. I'm just asking y'all. So this is what thing. If you could curse them, then there's power still to bless them too. That ain't mean we giving them salvation and saying we're going to put a gate for you. We're going to do the 13th gate. No. We ain't offering that. But what I'm saying is if you serving somebody in another nation, then those people have to come and serve you in your nation. That's not hard.
Right.
And it's not giving them the gates to the kingdom, but they've made it through salvation to serve you forever. But you don't want them to. Who you want then? Us?
Yeah. How you giving out a gate when some of us take 4 days to put up a gate?
Boy.
But you giving them out?
Yes, sir.
Well, you ain't got authority for that.
Let's get some more. Where we at? Verse 37.
37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord.
What have he made him?
Thy Lord. And all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
So when they got dominion, Esau got dominion, or when they took over, that's when they technically broke the yoke, meaning that they were under our turn on this fleshly side. Their yoke still gonna be, their yoke coming back on.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that when they became the mighty men of 10,
Yeah.
when they became the book of Obadiah,
Yeah.
they broke the yoke at that point, the physical yoke, but the spiritual yoke still awaits them.
Right.
They just broke that yoke. They became the powerhouse. They fulfilled Obadiah. They fulfilled the daughter of Babylon. They fulfilled those in Jerusalem trotting it underfoot now.
Yeah.
So y'all understand the difference in what's taking place with that blessing. Run that license. We're going to speed it up just a bit.
41.
Yeah.
And Esau hated Jacob.
What did Esau do?
Hated Jacob. Because of the blessing.
Because of the what?
Blessing. Wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
What he gonna do?
Slay my brother Jacob.
Now we read also that when Ishmael and Hagar got run off, the angel came to them and rescued them and said, look, he set up for 12 princes. He's going to be a wild man in the earth, though. So we seeing wild man activity. Wild man activity is getting a 747 and driving into a building. Wild man activity is strap a dynamite vest on him and holler for the moon god and run into a building. See, these so-called black Muslims ain't going to put on no vest.
No.
What they do is march around too. Y'all understand? But when you talk about a martyr, put on a vest for your God, then you know these people willing to die ignorantly. But the nation ain't dying. Half of them get up late. Man, when we supposed to take a bomb somewhere? It was at 7:30, boy. It's 8:45.
It's finna go off.
Boy, yeah. Let's get some more, bro.
You want to finish that up?
No, we're going to go down to the next one, y'all. We just wanted to run the blessings so y'all can see where the anger comes from and where the hate comes from. Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, we're just going to hit them one.
So you see this hatred of the so-called white man is an ancient hatred.
Yes, sir.
It goes all the way back, and if you read the book of Jasher, you'll see that Esau's offspring told Esau, if you don't kill him, we gonna kill you.
Yes, sir. Boy, ain't that something?
And to this day, and they said they have a perpetual hatred for Jacob.
Yeah.
For the seed of Jacob.
Yes, sir.
This ain't no new hatred. This goes all the way back to when they were born. This ain't nothing new. And Esau been a killer from day one.
Yes, sir. By the sword.
By the sword. And so if you look at how he rules the earth according to the prophecy by Isaac that he rules the earth with the sword.
Yes, sir.
He pillaged, he robbed, and ruled by violence. Look what he's done to Gaza. Look at what he's done to the whole world.
Yes, sir.
Every place that he goes into, he corrupts it. He commits violence, murder, rape, pillaging, everything.
See, if you don't understand what Elijah's saying here, then you will never have Japhet's seed. Japhet is the father of the islands. That's what I-S-L-E means. Isles is short for island. The Hawaiians, the Eskimos, the Aborigines, the Indians that was here in New York because New York is an island. All of those places. Russian was a Siberian island of coal, and there's Eskimos and different things there. That's Japhet's seed.
Yeah.
Esau went in there and took over all that land. He took over Alaska. He took over Hawaii. Why is it called Gilligan's Island?
Right.
And it was Japhet's seed that was running it.
Right. He has control. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yes.
Job 9:24. And he says he cut off the yoke off of Jacob once he's got dominion.
Yes, sir.
He now has dominion over the whole earth.
Yes, sir.
Esau rules every country, every continent on the face of this planet.
It's where Satan's seat is.
He rules the banking system. He
Yes, sir.
rules every government. Everything is under Esau's control right now.
And we're talking about the powerhouse. If you had Israeli money or American money, and you go to any other nation on the planet, what money they gonna take first?
American.
American
Who
money.
running it? You can talk about how it's only worth 66 cents. Well, if it's done fell to 66 cents, what the peso worth now?
Right.
What the ruble worth? If it's dropping, all the other currency dropping.
Right.
It's the money house power capital. Ishmael had Esau's money buried in a hole with him, 700,000 when they come to get Saddam out of there. Why he didn't have no Ishmael money in there?
And then took all of Gaddafi's gold.
Took all this gold. Let's get some more, y'all. We got about 15 minutes. Quit laughing at over there, yeah. Okay. Hey, y'all, look. I said verse. Did we go down 37 through 41? We did that, didn't we? Yeah. We had a Revelation 2 and 9 and 3 and 9. Y'all, look. Jacob gonna do a walk on the dark side so powerful, y'all. Y'all, it's right at the door because we know the minute that they tell us who Israel is, everybody is saying it ain't them that's over there. I don't care, Tucker Carlson, everybody is saying it, but you know what they ain't saying?
Who it is.
Who it is. When who it is happens, y'all, it's going to be at the door. See, because we already got who it is that moved the U.S. Embassy to the headquarters in Tel Aviv, meaning they have sole right to Israel. It was Trump. Obama turned it down. Bush turned it down. Both Bush turned it down. Right. The president before them turned it down. What's called the Jerusalem Embassy Act. Who will move a U.S. embassy to the Tel Aviv to the capital and be our Israel and Judah, so to speak?
Right.
Sephardim and Ashkenazi, which is 90% of American Jews. And then you have the other ones in Italy and Rome. That's their two sets of tribes like Israel and Jacob. That's their copycat right there. But they all one household called Esau and Mount Seir. Real quick, Exodus 15 and 15. Just hit me that real quick before we hit this 2 and 9. Y'all, just real quick. Exodus 15, 15, real quick. And then we're going to hit 2 and 9 and 3 and 9. Y'all, we got 12 minutes and 40 seconds.
Exodus.
Yeah.
Exodus chapter 15, verse 15.
Yes, sir.
Then the dukes of Edom.
Let me say this before we get started. Yeah. When you see it, Moses is singing a song that we triumph. And he's singing about our enemies got defeated. Esau is coming up here way down here in the Red Sea. Go ahead. What does it say? 15, 15 in Genesis. But we got to learn this song, though. Exodus 15, 15. Go ahead.
Then the dukes.
The what kind of
the
Edom?
Dukes of Edom shall be amazed. The mighty men of Moab tremble, shall take hold upon them, and all the inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away.
Read that verse 16.
Fear and dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall be as still as stone, till thy people pass over. O Elohim, till thy people pass over, which thou hast purchased.
So right here it says the dukes of Edom. Now I want y'all to understand, Genesis 36 chapter lists Esau's 12 tribes. And they're the mountain of Esau. They're listed as dukes and Temans. And 12 in the movie Trade Places, one they the dukes and the Temans. Prince Harry is a duke. They're the mighty men of Esau. It's not the whole house, it's the mountain that Obadiah is talking about. He's talking about the powerhead, the Rothschild, the Bilderberger. We're talking about the government of it. Not all the people that fall along. The powerhead has to be cut off. That's what it means when it's saying all Esau shall be cut off. The mountain of of Esau gonna be cut off. It's power based. Just like it say Israel should be carried away and destroyed forevermore. Are we still here? So you have to understand that scripture means our power base will be destroyed. until the Messiah restores it to us, y'all. When it says mountain, it means the government of that nation. See, and all nations come up to Israel to serve. It ain't going to be 20 billion people come up to Jerusalem. Just the leaders of every nation will come up. Just like the G20 do today. Just the leaders go up. Get your instructions and go back to your nation. Like the Queen of Sheba came up. Did she come up with the whole nation? Mm-hmm. Or did she just come up with her train and all her officers and soldiers, her bodyguards, to deliver to King Solomon in like manner the nations will do with the Messiah? Go ahead.
You want me to touch this Obadiah 8 through 10 about the dukes and teams?
You can, go ahead.
Obadiah, verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, destroy
Uh-huh.
the wise men out of Edom?
The what kind of men?
The wise
See,
men.
notice it said the wise men. That's their leaders. That's the Albert Einsteins. That's their leaders who created the atom bomb, who created the cell phone. What's that boy named? Steve Jobs, or whatever it is. Bill Gates. Those are the dukes and the teamers. Who? Theo. No. Oh, okay. I was finna say, no, it ain't Theo.
And
Yes, sir.
and the understanding out of the mouth of Esau.
Yeah.
And thy mighty men,
Yeah.
teaming,
Yeah.
shall be dismayed
Uh-huh.
to the end of every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
See, so the mountain of Esau cut off by slaughter. See, this is what we talk about. The mountain of Israel is the 12 tribes. It ain't going with the sons. We out of the son of Jacob. It ain't naming us, is it? The 12 tribes, the brethren are the mountains. All 12 of the brothers, the names on the gates. That's our mountain, so to speak. The Messiah is the chief mountain, so to speak, and all the brothers, because they're going to sit on 12 thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel in the kingdom, right? That's our mountain. That's why Satan came after the disciples like he did. Cut that mountain off and put ours in place. Revelation 2:9, 3:9, y'all, we got these few. We're going to close on out of here. Chicago, y'all got any questions or concerns? Anything, y'all, anything on your mind, if it wasn't even pertaining to this? Oh, you hit it on top. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9.
Yeah, what it say?
Oh. They can't hear you back there, you're not loud. Only I can do that.
Wait, and have it turned on?
You didn't even have it on.
Let's get it on. It's still on the table, huh?
Check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty,
So he said he know what we going through. Go ahead.
but thou art rich.
What are we?
Rich.
Spiritually, y'all, because we have the covenant. Romans chapter 3, verse 1 through 3, and Romans chapter 9. All of it. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not,
Uh-huh.
but are the synagogue of Satan.
Uh-huh.
Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried.
Uh-huh.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
Right.
Be thou faithful unto death,
Uh-huh.
and I will give thee a crown of life.
So he said we already know the devil gonna throw some of us in jail. It's gonna be a free case, y'all. But it say just withstand it. Joseph got a free case, didn't he? Joseph was thrown in jail.
A whole bunch of the brethren.
So we understand
Abraham.
Paul and Silas was thrown in jail on a free case. Messiah was locked up on a free case.
Yeah.
So y'all, we understand that, but it's saying we'll be rich. And I know the synagogue of Satan. Now, before Esau sacked us and took over our synagogues in 70 AD, and Rome was controlling, Shalom, Sister Joy, but we still, as the Pharisees and the Sadducees were Israelites.
Right.
They were still controlling the synagogues.
Right.
They too then are the synagogue of Satan. They the Pharisees, because it said, unless your righteousness exceed what?
The Pharisees and the Sadducees.
They are in the synagogues, because they tell you they're in the synagogue, this is how they're going to dress, this is what they're going to look like. We point that to them camps, that they are looking like that. They were the first, Revelation 3 and 9.
Yeah.
Claiming to be the Jews, but they're not, because they're teaching Molech. They teach from the Kabbalah and the Talmud, these camps do.
Yeah.
They wear that hexagram, they believe in Mormon doctrine, and they run in man-made, they put themselves up, they make their own high priest, Hebrew Christianity.
Yeah.
All of them got chief leaders that they bow to, that they jump up when he come in the room. They actually believe an individual is the Holy Spirit. Right. And he has a prescription in his pocket. Let's get some more.
Read that Acts chapter 6 and you'll see a synagogue of Satan of Israelites.
Yeah, when we got through out of there, then Vashti and Nero's general moved in there. Nero never went in there. Threw swine blood everywhere. And then when they start building it back up, they start adding on to the temple a Roman fortress. So that's why a lot of people are struggling trying to find Temple of Solomon, because they added that Roman fortress on. After they tore it up, they rebuilt it for themselves.
Yeah.
And this is Ashkenaz and Sephardim, y'all. We're talking about the Roman Jews from Italy and Spain and Portugal. And then we got the other group from German, Poland, and the other one. They're still the same house of Genesis 36 of Esau. They fighting war like we fighting war. Our 12 tribes fighting war. But when it comes down to it, they link back up together. Mm-hmm. They at the space station, y'all, that where they watch for what's coming from the heavens and watch down on earth. Only 3 groups up there. Magog, Gog, and the United States. The only one get to go up there. So how they warring down earth? But they talk together up there at the space station. See, that's the spiritual wickedness in high places that we ain't watching. We entertained by them going to war with each other. Ukraine and Russia is the same nation. Mm-hmm. Iran and Iraq is the same nation. America, the South and the North is the same nation, ain't it? Yeah. They at war, ain't they? Let's get some more, y'all.
Democrat and Republican, same.
Yes, sir. Revelation 3 and 9.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 9.
Yeah.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
So, once again, we see the elder should serve the younger, because this is what he's saying. This is Esau pretending to be. But first, our brethren that we had to get rid of, y'all, and y'all don't, if y'all don't understand this from this perspective of to the Jew first and tribulation and anguish, to the Jew first, blessing and honors to the Jew first, the tribe of Dan that's not mentioned in 144,000 was Jews that was up in synagogues. They made their own synagogue. When you read Judges 18th chapter, you're going to understand what Dan did, being a tribe of Israel and calling themselves Jews. Look, there's only one tribe called Judah. That's the tribe of Judah. Because it's the head tribe, you name all the other 11 as Judah. Because Judah has the scepter. Y'all understand? But you can break them down individually. So when it say Jew and Gentile, it means the 12 tribes of Israel and the rest of the world. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because it's just lumping all of the 12 tribes in one when it says Jew. When it breaks them down, it goes into the tribe of Benjamin, into the tribe of Asher. Then it's breaking it down in its tribal order. But as a whole, we the Jews, based off of the 4th tribe and our leader coming out of 4.
Just like when the split of the 12 tribes, the 10 tribes and the 2 tribes.
Yeah.
The 10 tribes were considered Ephraim, because they were the largest of the tribes and they were the head tribes of those 10.
Yes, sir.
So they all fell under the banner of Ephraim.
Yeah. Let's speed it up, y'all. Where we at?
You got a question?
Who got a question?
What Ephraim a half tribe like Ephraim and Dan?
Well, they only was considered half tribe because they replaced their father Joseph.
Right.
So both his sons considered a whole tribe.
Right.
They replaced him, you know. So that's how you still get 12 names on the gate. With Dan gone, not on the gate. But Dan get his lot back.
Yeah.
Revelation 22, he's mentioned his lot to the lot of Dan. And also in Ezekiel 48 chapter, he get his lot back too. But as far as without guile in his mouth, being one of them 144,000. Now he got offspring that'll be in the Revelation 7 and 9. But just what we're talking about, a mountain of them 144,000, he's out of that mountain, y'all. And Judges 18 gonna give you a lot of information on that. But y'all, let's pick this up. We ain't got but 2 more. Who got something?
So is Joseph considered a tribe by itself?
Is it a tribe by itself? Yeah, he's one of the original. Okay, so when you read Genesis 49, he's the original. But once he got to Egypt, his tribal origin fell to both his sons.
Right.
And he split, they were split. His inheritance went to them, so to speak.
Right.
So they took the place of their father Joseph. You read that in all the writings, you know. So that's what happened with that. It didn't get rid of Joseph. It's just that his offspring. Even when you read it, right, like say Genesis 49, where his blessing comes, it'll break that down. 12 tribes you'll read about Manasseh and Ephraim also will break it down. You know, what's the deal? Let's get some more.
Where you going, man?
We're going to these last we got these last 6 or 7 minutes. We got Genesis 36, Genesis 49. It's the blessing. Let's get to Israel because we're just tightening it up on the real ID. Romans 9. Well, give me a Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and then Romans 9. We just hit Obadiah. I'm glad you hit that. We hit Revelation 3 and 9, and then we got to finish up with Romans 13 and 1 John. Y'all will close out. But Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You know, and this is part of the blessing as well as what Abraham, y'all look, if anybody bring y'all any gathering, regathering of Israel, and it has nothing to do with the promise of Abraham, y'all got to go away from that gospel. It's not good news, y'all. The good news is with the promise of Abraham, and if you put Israel and make it the doctrine, and you don't give it, Hebrews 7 said, Levi paid tithes in Abraham before he was even thought of. Isaac is Abraham's son. Jacob is Isaac's son. Levi came out of Jacob, and it said Abraham already paid tithes for Levi. How is that possible? He paying tithes for his great-grandson that ain't even came into existence yet. So it's telling you who has the power. Quit chasing Levi like that. Levi didn't get the promises. Levi administered the priesthood of the promise. Two different things, y'all. But Abraham is what everybody fighting for. It's for the war in heaven right now with their Abraham Accord, with their Noahide laws, with them waiting on their priest to come and sit on the throne and act as God. Y'all, and I'm telling you, we got to be careful how we keep explaining Chat GPT and saying Chat GPT said this. Don't give him that power like that. That's a machine. Go ahead. Go back there.
What is Noahide law?
That's their version, the Edomites of Genesis 9th chapter, where Noah gave us laws. They create their own and just call it that so it fits with their religion. They can't take the religion because it drives them crazy. This is why anti-Semitic laws, if you say it from the Bible, they can't call you anti-Semitic because they'll call the Bible hate speech.
Right.
But yet, in their writings, in the Talmud and the Kabbalah, the things that they say about the Messiah, their book is Antichrist. Yeah. That's why they won't mess with Candace Owens and won't challenge her, because she's not going to do it about color or some other book. She's going to do it scripture for scripture. And they said Shapiro wouldn't be able to stand up with her. And they said, oh, you telling us the truth? They said he wouldn't stand in the room with her 15 minutes trying to explain the Bible. So that's why they just ousted her out. But y'all watch what Jake gonna put on tonight. Y'all gonna be stunned, y'all. It's closer than we think, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Much closer than we think. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get this. We're gonna close on out. Shalom, my D. What's happening? How'd it go the other day?
Man, we're good.
Went good?
She looked at me crazy. She
Look at that, yeah.
She couldn't say that.
Yeah, I called me from court. He like, man, I'm in court. They talking about swearing on the Bible. Man, what am I supposed to say about a firm? I say, tell them you affirm. I say, but this is what it means. What'd you say? I affirm. What they do? Look funny, didn't it?
Yeah. She looked at me, she shook her head.
Okay, you ain't got to swear.
See, they say that nigga know something.
They know something. See, it won't be no perjury there. You know, affirm me, and I'm gonna tell you as best as I can remember. It may say I don't recall, but if I say I swear, you bound, and they'll bound you with the Bible. Notice that they bound you with the Bible. They say you put your hand on the word of God, which they say in what is the law? 97-280. The Bible is the official word of God. That's coming out of Babylon. It's the same way as Isaiah 41 chapter when he said, Cyrus, my servant, my anointed. Yo, there's still going to be some problems in the Old Testament with Cyrus being called my servant and mine anointed. But you know what he did? He let us go back home and build a temple. Gave us every treasure down to the every treasure, every bowl, every spoon. He said, it better not be one piece of it missing. Let them go back home. Are we to hate that Assyria? All of them. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If the Lord beat up everybody, then ain't no reason for him to kick us out of Jerusalem. That was a punishment to the other nations. If he ain't going to punish them or ain't going to allow them to do what they said about righteously, long as they don't further the affliction, they was good with us. What you got to look too bad? We got these last two. We're going to close out.
Sister Sean in the chat says, all praise to the Most High.
Shalom, Sister Sean. That's House of Rock.
Says, my sister's out of surgery and in recovery. Hallelujah, and told our family for your prayer.
Is that the House of Rock? Sister Sean? Oh, that's Sister Sean out of Cali.
Yeah.
Okay, out of Cali.
No,
Hallelujah, sister.
there ain't no time.
Elohim,
Well, whichever
Speed
one
up
y'all
that
is, the
recovery.
Sister Sean, all praises to the most, that they're home and they recovering, y'all, because being at home make you recover a whole lot quicker and
No, she
faster.
just had a surgery today.
Oh, today?
Yeah, she
And
had
boy, they
surgery.
sent her home already?
No, she ain't at home. She out of surgery in recovery.
Oh, boy, get me straight. Get me straight.
Slow down, Tito.
Yes, sir. Slow down, Tito. Damn. Let's get some more, y'all.
Someone kicking them out.
Yeah, boy, look. Ain't even done recovery good. Already got him in the Uber. Let's get it, y'all. All praises, though. Where we at, y'all?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
What it say?
For thou art an holy people.
What kind of people?
And holy people unto the Most High thy Elohim.
Yeah.
The Master thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Yeah.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
And the reason that don't give us Israelite privilege, that's saying I'm gonna put a covenant in y'all hand. I chose y'all.
They in
Do
responsibility.
y'all understand that? To choose you. That don't give us Israelite privilege. It gives us the power over all the nations. See, y'all got the scepter of the world.
It gives you responsibility.
And responsibility, the main thing.
Yes, take that word forth.
So run that, then let's run this just Romans 9.
9 and what?
We'll start 9, 1 through 5, and then we'll run to 1 John 2. We'll close out. We'll give Joel 3 and Revelation 19, the ending, those were the ending verses that separates these two brethren. Well, I should say two brothers born out of the same womb. The end matter, because one is an imitator who's not hiding. He's telling you I'm somebody else, but we keep beating him up and making him be somebody else.
Right.
He told you who I am. He said, I'm Israeli. My capital is in Tel Aviv. I wear the star of Remphan. I got other nations riding with me against y'all. I just run Ishmael out of the homeland. He think it's his homeland because he's Abraham's firstborn son, Ishmael. I'm Esau. I'm the firstborn of the covenant of Isaac. Get out of here, Ishmael. So they warn with each other. But guess what? How Ishmael plays into this? He's called Hasidic. Hasidic.
Right.
That's the proselytization of other nations coming into Esau Judaism. He proselytes other nations. Then they become the Khazars. They're the converts into Judaism. You have Moab coming there. You have Ammon coming there. That's how their law of return allows all these other nations to come back home. Their law of return to 1948. Not Isaiah 59 and Isaiah 60 when we get returned home. They don't deal with that. They deal with their books, and they have another going home, another process. Their Deuteronomy 28 is the Holocaust. So they're trying to make you fool and think that they're the people based off the events that they go through their life. But you know what they're never doing? They're never saying that we are the actual people. What they're basically just saying is saying who we are, and we finna run it like we the people because you stole our birthright. But y'all stealing ass. Y'all took that from my father dressed up like me. This is where the anger is at, y'all. That's what they've been mad about since that blessing in Genesis. They've been still mad, y'all. You stole that from me.
Yeah.
That wasn't yours. So they make up their own because, like Isaac told Esau, I cannot reverse it. Shalom, LC. Be careful out there.
Brother.
He said, I can't reverse it. Oh, you can't reverse it, huh, then? We'll fix them. We'll fix them. So all these camps dress just like them. Quote out of the Talmud. Them camps say you can sleep with a 12-year-old. Them camps say they can have high priests and bow down when they come up in the room. They copied that off of the imitator.
Yeah.
But the gospel of Christ, the remnant, we ain't chasing neither side, y'all. We chasing the good news.
That's right.
And the good news is we're going to have a battle against this beast that was said in Revelation 12. He's going to wear a lot of us out. He should make war with the saints and should wear them out. But we got to be faithful unto death, don't we?
Right.
But this kingdom coming with the mark of the beast license.
Yes, sir.
Let's get some more. Get these last two to close out.
The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 1. I say the truth in Hamashiach.
Yeah.
I lie not.
Yes, sir.
My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost.
Yes, sir.
That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart.
Yeah.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
What are they?
They're Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promise, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came, who is over all.
Verse 6, Revelation 3 and 9 first. Go ahead.
Yahweh blessed forever. Amen.
Verse 6.
Not as though the word of Yah have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel.
Yeah, we're talking about in the spirit.
Right.
You know, they're not all Israel who are of the Israel, y'all. So we got to understand, we got a Revelation 3, we got Jews of the synagogue of Satan that we battled with before Esau come and take it and rule the world with.
It's 7 and 8.
7 and 8, go ahead.
Verse 7.
Yeah.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Yes, sir.
That is, they which are the children of the flesh. These are not the children of Yahweh, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
See, the children of the promise, and they go on and talk about the promise with Esau and Jacob. Further down, they say they had done no evil, but it said, this what it's about. Who get the promise, y'all? And the promise, if you ain't understanding, Abraham met Melchizedek and he was blessed by Shem, who happened to be Melchizedek at the time. That blessed Abraham and broke bread and wine with. Yeah, we got number one more. 1 John 2. Yes, sir.
Somebody said you're 1 of the 3.
My 1 is a 3? That's some bad math, ain't it? Look at Thomas over there. Nerve. See, that's Thomas trying to make me go longer and do some talking.
We're going to throw it in a third person. What did you say? Let's own up to it.
Let's get it, y'all. Go ahead.
Did you want 1 John what?
1 John 2.
1 John 2.
Yeah.
The whole thing?
I tell you what. We're holding 1 John. Just give me Joel 3. I had them on. And we're just finished with the last verse of Revelation 19. We'll call that. Y'all read the y'all read the, No, I'm trying to cut through that one to get to one that'll cover the last two. Because I don't want to give homework, y'all. We ain't going to do homework. Y'all know how homework is. We'll do it on the way to school. So the 1 John 2, y'all, I'm going to break that up into Joel 3 and Revelation 9. Just 2 verses of these. So give me the Joel chapter, because it's the last days, setting it up. Joel chapter 3, verse 6 through 9. Just 3 verses. And then we're going to hit the last one, y'all. We're going to close on our Revelation 19, which saying the same thing. And we'll close out because we got the beginning and the end. Yes, sir. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? Yeah. Look, that's what it is. Look, see all this talking them boys doing, we could be 5 verses in. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, let's get it.
Joel chapter 3, verse 6.
Yeah.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither you have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
Yes, sir.
And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans.
So we ain't gonna never have nobody physically we can work over. The Sabaeans are what today is called Yemen today. The Sabaeans attacked Job in Job 1 and Job chapter 2. The Sabaeans are jack artist specialists. They torture and they kill. They call them the Yemenites today. But the Sabaeans, we won't have them. If we get some rogue Edomites of another nation, we can't beat them in the kingdom. If they beyond serving, you send them to the Sabaeans. Like we were sold, we run into Africa and they sold us to the America. It flips back around. But we won't have our hands in bloodshed like that.
No, because we'll be in peace.
Let's get some more. What it say?
You want some more of that?
No, that's good. Did you read down to 9?
No. Proclaim ye. Let me finish 8.
Yeah.
And they shall sell them to the Sabaeans.
Yeah.
To a people far off. For the Most High has spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Yeah.
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men.
Yeah.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. One more.
No, that's it. Revelation 19, last one, y'all. This is the last one, I'm telling y'all. Revelation 19, y'all read 1 through 12. 1 through 11. And we're going to pick it up just 11 through 16. And then y'all read the rest. We're just going to go 11 through 16. Y'all read 1 through 11 of Revelation 19. Y'all, because this is the end of the war. See, Joel just told us, the prophet told us how it's going to end. Those that had us captive got to face these rules. And the captain of the host, who our army is, who the leader of our army is coming. And it ain't that boy out of New York. Revelation 19, start at verse 11.
Revelation chapter 19, verse 11.
Yeah.
And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
What's he called there?
Faithful and True. And in righteousness he does judge and make war.
See, in righteousness war is made, not in unrighteousness. In righteousness he does judge and make war. That seems a little strange though, but it's about who's keeping righteousness. If you don't keep righteousness, then I'm making war with you. War ain't for the righteous. Just like it say, why do we go law to law? Why don't you just say, look, why we got to go law to law with each other? We already know where we stand. Right. Ain't no need, brother, have you, and if you will, just go with me. We ain't got to do that. We already know. We ain't got to pound each other with scriptures. And why we always do it on a feast day? Like, we couldn't have had this conversation 2 weeks ago. We ready to show off here at the feast. Let's get some more.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Yes, sir.
And he had a name, and he had a name written that no man knew but himself.
Yeah.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood. And his name was called the Word of God.
What is his name called?
The Word of Yah. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon the white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treaded the winepress of the fierceness of the wrath of the Almighty God. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
So, and as you read the rest of that down, you'll see that kingdom that was faking like they was Esau with Israel with their Antichrist, with their chief priests, with their whore that sitteth upon many waters. You see that whole lump thrown into the lake of fire when you get to the end of that 19. Y'all, so just know what's happening. Satan ain't gonna come to you to deceive you right out. He's just coming to see how much knowledge you have about God. If you don't, he gonna play you. But he's coming to you, to the innocent. If you wicked, he already got you. He's not worried about you. But the innocent's trying to learn, trying to figure out he coming. What did you learn today? You know, I got a boy over there. They say he showed up yesterday. So he had the seal of God on. Show you ain't lying? I ain't lying. You want to go over there and listen to him? That's how quick we could be gone. This is how quick ChatGPT can get to us, y'all. Stop saying what ChatGPT saying. ChatGPT is only a more extended version of Google that answer questions where Google just give you a list of ideas. ChatGPT will try to answer, but what is he answering from? Hebrew Christianity, or is he answering from the gospel of Christ? ChatGPT, or whatever the hell. What's it called?
You done said it 4 times, 4 different ways.
Or he's answering from a demonic
ghost people talking. That's what it means. Go ahead. What you got?
I would like to read Romans chapter 13, verse 1 through 3.
He gonna make it 3 of them.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
Yes, sir.
For there is no power but God. But the powers that are ordained of God. Did I read that right?
No,
I don't know.
For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God.
Yes, sir.
Whosoever therefore resisted the power, resisted the ordinance of God.
Yeah.
And they that resisted shall receive to themselves damnation.
Yeah.
For the rulers are not a terror to good works.
Yeah.
But to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same.
So what he's saying is the rule is not a power of God. This overpowers any nation. If they say anything to you to break any law that goes against this, you can turn that nation down. It ain't said you had to obey your masters. It say obey the masters that say this is number one. That's who you obey. And if they go beside this, tell them I can't do that. Take me to the fire. What you got, 2 by? That's it, y'all. Y'all went in that 13 seconds, got out of that, didn't it? Go ahead. What you got?
ChatGPT stands for Chat Generative Pre-Trained Transform.
Pre-trained?
Pre-trained. Like it's right up on the screen.
So they're going to retrain. So y'all, this is what I'm saying. If it comes down to you having a reproof and correction with each other, don't let ChatGPT be the final say unless you go into Word and you back it up. See if ChatGPT is playing by the 2-witness rule. Y'all understand? See if ChatGPT is playing by the witness rule before you accept it. Because then you'll start to trust them. And then he's going to tell you Christ never existed. The real Antichrist will be in the world next week. What you got, 2 by?
Helen Seeley in the chat says, I know people that are using ChatGPT to create prayers.
To create prayers? See, so y'all, this is what we're talking about, y'all. It's the open book test. Now we even cheating on the open book test. The Bible is an open book test. It answers itself. So now we're cheating with an open book test? See, y'all, I'm not saying it's the trick good just like the cell phone. It's going to give you some good information, but we don't talk like get your cell phone and we're going to do it. This still reigns supreme. You can't let ChatGPT be like the final source, and because they say it. What you're doing is acknowledging a robot is almost human now. And that human robot, we put him over everything. Well, that human robot is the voice of the Antichrist. Where you think he's getting his knowledge from?
All right, family.
We got any more questions or concerns before we close out? Let's understand this, y'all. The Holy Feast Day of Purim, March the 2nd. That's on a Monday. Y'all, we got it opened up. Y'all know how we do. We do giveaways to the homeless. We prepare 100 bags for men and 100 bags for women. We truly appreciate any donation that's sent to assist with that. Right after that, y'all, April 1st is the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. It's going to be on a Wednesday, y'all. It's open. We got the location. The price list is going out. We got 47 days before the Passover. Y'all, we got to go to the store. So if you're going to attend the Passover, all we asking you do, put me on the list. If you ain't got the cost or the fee for it to send it in right now, put me on the list. Out of towners. Let us know you coming into the STL so we can make and get accommodations set up for you. Let us know, y'all, we can't do this 2 days or a week before. I ain't going to be long with it.
All right, family. We're going to get this closing prayer, and it is with the Most High's permission.
Yes, sir.
And it's in the name of His only beloved and begotten Son.
Yes, sir.
Our Lord and Savior and our Redeemer, Yahushua HaMashiach. But we know Him as Jesus the Christ, family. Long live the King.
Long live the King.
Reading in the book of Psalms, in the 143rd chapter.
Read.
It reads.
Yes, sir.
Hear my prayer, O Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
Give ear to my supplication.
Yes, sir.
In thy faithfulness answer me, and in thy righteousness. And enter not into judgment with thy servant.
Yes, sir.
For in thy sight shall no man living be justified. For the enemy hath persecuted my soul. He hath smitten my life down to the ground. He hath made me to dwell in darkness, as those that have been long dead. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed within me. My heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works.
Yes, sir.
I muse on the work of thy hands. I stretch forth my hands unto thee.
Yes, sir.
My soul thirsteth after thee, as a thirsty land.
Yes, sir.
Selah.
Selah.
Hear me speedily, O Yahweh. My spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be like unto them that go down into the pit. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning.
Yes, sir.
For in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Deliver me, O Master, from mine enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my Elohim.
Yes, sir.
Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Yahweh.
Yes, sir.
For thy name's sake, for thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. And of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant.
Hallelujah! Selah! Yes, sir.
Right, y'all.
Y'all don't forget about them holy days coming up, y'all. We need to get you on the list if you're going to get on there. Time is of the essence, y'all. Y'all see how fast time moving? Chicago. Y'all getting out of here this evening? Y'all going to hit them tonight? Y'all hitting that highway tonight? Okay, tomorrow morning? Okay.
Yes, sir.